Last time on the wilds of Valandiir, the crown collectors had recovered from what was probably the most traumatic experience of their entire lives, in that the Ellington Classic had ended in not a spectacular moment of glory for one of its combatants, but instead an event of tragic and cataclysmic proportions. The Lady Kethra, a foreign dignitary from the southern continent of Mazira, turned out to be none other than the dragon Shekkis, a vile and evil creature whom the crown collectors had been pursuing and had infiltrated the Hargrove family by marrying and seducing the head of, or I should say, the heir to the house, Sir Luther Hargrove. She had sunk her talons deep into his will and into his heart and corrupted him to the point when she interrupted the melee and killed a bunch of people. Sir Luther defended her honor and her life with his own. About that time, she revealed herself to be the true dragon that she was and carried Sir Luther away, not before murdering dozens and dozens of other spectators of the Ellington Classic with her acid breath, as well as damaging the wing of the Duke of Dane, himself revealed to be a bronze dragon. After leaving with her treasure in hand, she set her cult, known as the Black Wing, warriors of this cult on you, who made life quite difficult and attacked also members of the audience, as well as the Black Guard and the Knights of Dane. Chaos was ensuing. However, after some time, you all prevailed and were able to quell the crowd and put down this garrison of evildoers. After some time to collect yourselves, you made your way back home, only to find yet another insult to injury laid upon you by Shekkis. In his room, hadn't seen all day, you found the corpse of your beloved dragonborn bard, Kravish, a knife stuck in his chest, holding a black batwing to it, the calling card of the Black Wing, as well as a note detailing her schemes and her murder of your friend, as well as the disappearance and kidnap of your elven monk friend Maven. Not long after that, you were all approached by a member of the royal court, the Duke's son, a Earth Genasi, with a similar look to him, to the Duke himself, with a request that you all come before the Duke. After not too long, you stood before him, and you all kind of discussed what you knew of this dragon menace, and where possibly you could find her and seek vengeance on behalf of yourselves and the city of Dane at large. Charged with bringing this creature to justice, the Duke's son Giovanni was charged with accompanying you on this quest. And the five of you decided to recollect yourselves in a tavern, have yourself a drink after conducting some business. Some of you picked up armor, weapons that you had been commissioned to create, and decided to travel to the city of Brackenshire to perhaps regain your bearings and perhaps find yourself some allies in this quest. Your first stop, of course, was that of the Marquis. However, you didn't find him. He was missing. The tavern that he was known to frequent was abandoned. And after a little bit of searching, Barynor was able to scrounge up some kind of details to where the Marquis could be found. All huddled around a table, he approached you all and slid a note. And that is where we left off.
Yes, sir.
I have this note from the Marquis answering our request for summons. What does the note say?
Who is this Marquis you speak of?
Well, that's a a bit of a long story. He's a individual who has a good amount of influence throughout this area.
Influence in what manner?
Various enterprises of questionable nature.
So I hope he won't take too much offense if I graciously decline the invitation.
We understand, don't we, guys?
Yeah, I think he'd understand.
I mean, I'm not sure he trusts us completely, let alone someone outside of our group.
It just wouldn't be a good look for my father.
Understandable. And I'm sure he would be wary of you as well. Okay.
I'll stay in the hotel and watch the cheesy cable.
Note reads, Crancer's Coppers. It's this pawn shop in the Rust Quarter. I know where it's at.
Okay, I think the only, at this point, the only ones with you are Yuno and Koza. Okay?
Axton is probably with them.
Axton, yeah, Axton too.
Okay. So we'll head on over.
I'm gonna have Koza actually wild shape into a rat, as he is a rather large fellow and doesn't want to draw too much attention, and he's going to sort of perch on Luna's scruff of her neck.
Don't furbolgs have the ability to, look smaller?
I don't think so.
As like a racial trait? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it's a racial trait that they have.
Shrink.
They don't shrink themselves, they just appear shorter, if I remember correctly. Or they can appear shorter.
He's gonna be a rat anyway, because he's a cool druid.
Okay.
He doesn't wild shape enough. It's good for him.
Stretch those legs.
Okay.
Well, it is 9:30 at night. The crispness of the night air is encroaching with the time of year that it is. It's starting to get to that late autumn. Not quite frost on the ground in the morning, but definitely the nights are chillier, and you're getting to where you can see your breath. Traversing the streets of Brackenshire, this heavily industrialized, smog-filled city, doesn't smell very nice. Certainly doesn't smell like the forests that you guys have traveled through before. Doesn't smell as pure as Dane, although Dane obviously has its certain smells that could be attributed to filth and metropolis-like populations, but Brackenshire kind of smells like rotten eggs and smoke and coal burning and things of that nature. As you kind of wind your way through the main thoroughfare where this tavern that you settled in was, and take your twists and turns through the Rust Quarter, this kind of large, dusty, muddy, shack-filled section of Brackenshire. I'm going to say that Axton, as you all are kind of taking your walk towards the outer area of the Rust Quarter, Axton and you get that feeling again. That feeling that you're being watched. You felt this the last time that you met with the Marquis, last time in Dane, but this time it feels a little more that you get. And there's definitely 2 or 3 people following you, because they're made kind of a corrugated tin. You'd think you'd hear footfalls, but they're silent as...
Sorry, but Joe, you're kind of cutting in and out a little bit.
Cutting in bad,
yeah,
and you just disappeared.
Yeah.
Joe? Hello? He's lighting up that it's...
Marquis.
Well, It's lighting up like it's talking, but I don't hear him.
Woohoo! Adamantine plates for everybody.
Hello. This feels like an internet thing.
It's possibly internet thing.
It does sound like an internet thing, yeah.
Always blame the internet.
Yeah, internet things.
That's a good one.
And now he's gone.
So we find a chest full of 8,000 gold in it.
No,
Platinum.
8,000 platinum.
Platinum. Yeah.
It's platinum. We just found it on the side of the road.
Yep.
Look, if we're gonna go rogue, let's do it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, you told us we found the deck of many things. Cool.
You pulled the void. You're all sucked into
Ah,
the plane.
Large bucket.
All right. Where did you guys lose me?
You were describing.
You lost us at hello.
Yeah.
You were describing the followers. You were beginning to describe the followers.
How they were very.
Did you hear me describe that they're all disguised red dragons?
No.
I missed that part.
You failed that arcana
No, they.
check, so.
You guys are simply being followed in the same fashion that you experienced in Dane, and except maybe a little more prevalent of a force. And they are, I mean, they're keeping their distance, but you feel yourselves being kind of encroached upon by about 3 different directions as you push towards the outer wall of Brackenshire. These assailants in tow, they're all dressed in dark leathers. Everybody, all of you are able to kind of see them. They don't seem like they're making themselves too terribly stealthy, although the ones following on the rooftops are definitely keeping themselves from making footfalls on these corrugated tin roofs as you approach a kind of an establishment between what looks like a ruddy dive of a tavern on one side and kind of a storage warehouse on the other. You see a what looks like a hanging sack with kind of a 4 or 5 full-sized flat copper discs, kind of all connected by a string. Krasner's written underneath it.
Krasner's? Oh, Krasner's. Okay. Krasner's, yeah.
Well, I let everybody else know that we're being followed. That this is normal. Just, chill.
Yeah. The note was misspelled, but this is the place.
Okay.
Sorry, Boogie.
No. I don't know what you're speaking of.
The note is also written in crayon for some reason.
Yeah. I think it's dwarvish. Would explain the illiteracy. What? Oh. Yes, this is the place. Shall we head on in?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Okay, we'll say that Axton, your armor, you're kind of traversing the streets. You feel yourself aware of how loud plate mail should be, and you, being that you guys are kind of not stealthing your way through the streets, but you're on a mission that requires a little bit of discretion, obviously. You notice that your armor is, I don't know, slightly quieter than your previous steel plate. It could be that this is actually a fitted set of armor tailored to you, and your other armor was more ramshackle and slapdash. It's just something that you notice.
Nice. That's good to know.
Enter through the front door, and you see kind of an assortment of dust-covered shelves of a litany of items. It seems kind of like a flea market swap meet. There are just knickknacks and old weapons and racks of clothing, and on the counter in front of you, about 5 or 6 feet into the structure, you see a dwarf with a monocle, or not a monocle, an eye loop, who is inspecting what looks like a bronze ring with some kind of blue jewel inside of it. He's got a bald head, a crown of thinning gray hair, kind of a short cropped chin beard, big round nose, and he's got what looks like a rolled cigar in his mouth. It's not lit. Seems like he's chewing on it a little bit, and he's just kind of looking at this ring, and he kind of pokes his head up, and he's like, "Right, what can I do for you?"
Dwarf. He sounds very familiar. Yes, we have a note saying to meet someone here.
Right. You Empire?
Oh, certainly not. You know? Are we Empire?
I mean, depends on the day. Depends whatever we need to be.
Out of the corner of his eye, he kind of scans a room off to the side. Looks like as you follow his eye line, he is looking at a stairwell. At a short stairwell. Oh, sounds like Noah's here. Hello. And as he kind of directs his eye line to this stairwell, I'm going to say Barynor Luna, who is following you, with
sure.
a rat form Koza on her back. She kind of perks up, kind of sniffs the air towards that staircase, and you see her tail start to wag. And she doesn't really telepathically relay anything to you other than unexpected excitement and familiarity. Now, you know that if she were to be excited about anybody down there, it wouldn't be Zhen, who you're assuming that you're there to meet. I mean, you guys have met Zhen before. She doesn't particularly love him or hate him. He's just whatever to her, so.
Yeah. Very curious. Alright, well, shall we head this way as I ponder?
Yeah, as you go to make towards the stairs, you hear the dwarf pipe up. I'm sure it goes without saying to mind your manners down there, eh, laddies?
With utmost respect.
He kind of just looks back at his ring and gives a furrowed, You head down the stairs, and on your way in, you notice that all of the items in this shop are in terrible shape. It doesn't look like anything on these shelves have been really sold or even inspected within the last at least month or two. Definitely giving you kind of a bodega kind of a vibe. But the staircase descends a floor into a cellar, which then kind of hooks to the left and descends again. It seems like a storage cellar underneath has also been gutted with another floor underneath it. Starts to get a little chillier, a little moister in the air, but the drips and drops of groundwater betray a rather lush and dimly lit, luxurious space. And it widens out. There are tables and chairs. Doesn't seem like a tavern per se, kind of the way the Broom and Bristle was the former headquarters of the Syndicate. But definitely places to sit. There are bookshelves with scrolls and ledgers. You see there are about 5 or 6 people in here that all kind of crane up. And Barynor, you recognize a couple of them. They meet your eyes. These are agents of the Syndicate. There's, a human, there's a halfling, a half-elf, and they kind of, as one of them recognizes you and goes back to what he was doing, the others kind of loosen their hackles and grant you entry, but definitely don't challenge you on your approach. It's at the back, over by a hearth.
Mind you, Barynor is getting extremely paranoid all of a sudden.
Okay. Yeah. And Luna, in the opposite direction, is getting more excited. At the back, you see the familiar blue cloak of the white, furred with black spotted tabaxi Shen. Looks like he's writing in a ledger with a blue quill. He turns around. It looks like he was muttering to somebody over by the hearth who has their back to you. And he says, "Ah, Barynor, good of you to come. Please, please, please. Ah, and you've brought the crown collectors. Wonderful." And he kind of steps forward and meets you about 10 feet away from the hearth. And you kind of nonchalantly glance at who he's talking to, but as he approaches, he kind of leans in and he goes, "Listen, I understand you had a rather unpleasant encounter with, my brother, Al-Shari."
Yes, I tried to contact you via the sending stone, but I assume you were on business. I apologize if I interrupted.
Oh, no, of course. It wasn't terribly important business. It's just at the moment I felt a little blindsided by this revelation, as I have not seen my brother in quite a few years, and we did not leave on the best of terms. But I understand he was in the melee at the end of the Ellington Classic as well. How fares Al-Shari?
He walked away, I believe, but with his tail tucked between his legs, as the saying goes.
That's good. My brother and I have never seen eye to eye on many things, but I never mean him ill will.
Yeah.
Contrary to how he feels about me and my lifestyle.
Yeah. He bested me at the sword, but I proved that with a bow I am more than his equal.
He never did like rangers.
Indeed.
Well, to business. I hear you're all here to speak to the Marquis. Barynor tells me, and he kind of addresses the group. Barynor has made it known that you have arrived here in Brackenshire for the purposes of tracking the monstrosity that attacked the Ellington Classic in Dane. Is that right?
I believe that is the general consensus. As well as to rescue our missing compatriot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who is... It seems you're a couple of companions shy. Where is the Dragonborn and the monk?
Sadly, isn't the Dragonborn... Isn't Gravish in the bag of holding right now?
Yeah, I believe he is. Yeah.
Okay. The Dragonborn, Gravish, is indisposed at the moment. And the monk is the one that we are attempting to rescue.
Oh, sounds serious. Well, allow me to throw a little fuel on the fire as far as missing persons go. You see, His Excellency the Marquis is missing himself. We were hoping that we might conscript your services in relocating him and bringing him back into the fold. But my associate here might know more. Yadara, and you see the individual standing before the hearth, right now shattered in silhouette. She kind of turns to you all, and Steph, if you'd like to describe who they see.
A fairly short, elven woman, very, shoulder-length dark hair and blue eyes, makes direct eye contact with Barynor and stalks towards him.
Barynor is just straight rigid in just a flash of fear across his face.
And as she reaches them, she hauls back and smacks the shit out of him. And says,
I like
"That is
her
for
already."
Elena. That was for Elena. You do not get to just leave whenever you very well feel like it, and you know that. No, where's my dog? There's my baby. There she is. Hello. Hello, little one. How are you? I missed you. Here you go. Yes, of course I have treats for you. Of course I do. Yes, I do.
Loving this voice.
Now, and we get to what
all,
we're getting.
is all wags.
Jumps up on top of you.
Oh, you're my little love. I love you so much. My dog is very, very excited right now. I love you so much. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, little sweet angel baby.
They're like, I didn't do anything, but yay!
Yes. Okay, Barynor. I know that we do not have a good rapport at the moment. And do not get it twisted. If we were not here right now, I would kill you. Lena cried for a week. Do you know how to deal with that? Me, I have to deal with it. Not you. Maybe next time don't just leave in the middle of the fucking night. Okay? Okay.
Business and information about my past. I'm not happy about what I did, especially to your sister and to you. Luna certainly missed you, obviously.
Obviously, she's such the bestest girl in the whole world, isn't she? Yes, she is.
Toast is getting a front row seat for this.
He's not giving you enough, is he? He's not giving you all the treaties in the world? No.
Is the rat still holding on to a crazed wolf?
Oh yeah, I mean he's jumping up and down, but rats are pretty nimble with their front paws.
Sure.
Plus, it's me we're talking about.
Okay, so let's get down to business. Feed the hunt.
Yes, let's.
Also, yes, there's the hot blonde. You like her? You think she likes women?
How do you know about the blonde?
Who do you think is following you, smart stuff? Me.
Well, Luna would know if you were following us.
Well, she likes me better than you, obviously. So, she wouldn't let you know. We have a rapport. We love each other. Don't we, little baby?
Little words about this later. Anyways, let's get down to business here. So the Marquis is missing?
Yes, the Marquis is indeed missing. He may or may not have been arrested. He made himself arrested a little bit. It's not his fault. There were trumped up charges. We all know he would never let himself just be caught willy-nilly. So he is like really down deep in the jail, and we need to get him out, or else they're gonna like kill him in a couple days. So we should do that. Also, has all of the information about the big dragon lady. Am I missing anything, Jen?
Who has the information about the dragon lady?
The Marquis has the information about the dragon lady.
Of course he does.
Obviously, it's the dragon lady.
And he's the Marquis.
He knows everything. He's a very smart man.
Quite. So where was he? So he was arrested here? In Brackenshire? Anyone?
Well, I wouldn't know.
Sorry, nobody was saying anything.
I think everybody's muted.
I've been talking for like 3 minutes with my muted by accident. Okay, so
You did get the deep breaths in there too, so.
Talking to myself. Okay. Yeah, he's at the bottom. He's on the bottom floor of the dungeon here in Brackenshire. Is called the Crescent Cage. You can get. There's a back way to get there. There's just like a whole lot of bad guys. We have to not guys, things. We have to get past before we can get there. But we have to get there quickly because they're about to just. So we don't want that to happen.
Find things.
Creatures?
We lost
Hang on,
the DM.
we lost DM.
Okay. I'm just here to get.
In the chest.
Yes, he is a.
This chat is my phone or my computer. I'm going to do it with my phone. Sorry, everybody. Please continue. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, he's down in the crescent cage. There's a back way we can get in there. There's lots of creatures we kill.
What kind of creatures are we talking about here?
Just like creatures that do creature things. It's been a while since I've been down there, but the last time I was down there, it was just pretty intense.
When were you down there?
I had to sneak in to do something. Do you really want to know the details?
I'm just making sure you weren't arrested, or your sister.
Why would Elena be arrested? She's like sweetest. She's the sweet little cinnamon roll. You ass.
She's related to you.
I got all the bitch genes. She got all the nice sweet cinnamon roll genes, and that's how they split it down the middle in the uterus. Okay, she got all the good stuff. I got all the crappy stuff. Okay.
I'm putting I got all the bitch jeans on a t-shirt.
I'm just making sure that you didn't get her in trouble.
No, why would I don't even care. I don't even want to hear your nonsense about how you like my sister anymore, because we know it's bullshit. Let's focus. Focus.
Alright, so we're doing this then. So, alright. So where is this back way?
It's on the outskirts of Brackenshire by the grasping ridge. There's a little secret tunnel into the dungeon. We can get there, it's fine. I know exactly where it is.
Want to head there tonight, or do we want to start fresh tomorrow?
I don't know, how are you guys feeling? I'm great, but I'm, basically nocturnal at this point.
How are we feeling, guys?
I think I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, I have no, issues.
Well, I'm not there, so.
Who's talking?
Prison break it is.
Prison break. Koza, squeak twice if you agree yes.
Squeak, squeak.
Alright, so.
Can I ask why I'm a rat?
Because I was role-playing you and you never wild shape.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna wild shape back into Koza.
Literally, I forget that he's a druid half the time because he doesn't wild shape.
Hey, man. The subclass I picked doesn't let me do it as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I guess we'll head on out. The sooner we can get the Marquis out of trouble. Is there anything else we need? So, is there anything else we need to know before we go in there? Something you may have mentioned when you were talking to yourself.
No, but this is everybody. There's nobody else that's coming with us to do this thing. I mean, it's a little sketchy. Should probably have at least one more person.
Well, we might know a guy.
Okay, is he going to, get me arrested?
No.
I mean, we had one more person, but he's in a bag of holding now. That's what we're trying to.
Why do you have somebody in the bag of holding? Is this torture or not
because
torture?
He's dead.
He had.
Oh
no! Phrase it a little more lightly, but yes, he's dead.
He's real dead? Just not all the way dead?
Yes, but we are in the process of taking measures to circumvent that.
Oh, you're trying to bring me back to life. Got it.
In Soviet Russia, a bag of holding holds you.
I mean, okay, so we have to get the information to get the hot blonde back because she's the best, obviously. And we have to figure out how to resurrect that guy. Is that the silver scale guy?
Yes.
Mission for the hot blonde? Maybe I'll help anyway. This is fine. We need at least one more person, guys, because a little ramshackly. We need a little more muscle.
We'll go talk to this person that we may have help us and see if he's willing.
Okay. I'm coming with you, so let's go.
Oh, you're coming with us?
Shen kind of turns to you all, and he's been sort of watching this whole conversation, and when she mentions that she's going to leave with you, something of an unspoken sigh of relief exudes from him.
Oh,
not in a rude way, but more of a this sounds like a perfect job for you kind of way. And he sort of puts his ledger down and puts his quill away and kind of raises his hands in front of him in kind of a greeting way. He says, "Well, Crown Collectors, in league again with the Syndicate. I trust this is definitely within your wheelhouse to retrieve the Marquis. I know he trusts Iyethara with his life, and she him, and you have all been more than worthy in your endeavors to help us in gaining new properties and riches. I know he'll be happy to see you all. I bid you all good luck and Godspeed to you."
Thank you, Jen.
Hi, Jen. I'll be back to annoy you in probably 12 to 15 hours. Have a good day.
I have no doubt, my daughter.
Barynor gives Jen a very knowing look.
All right, dungeon crawl.
Dungeon crawl.
First, we need to go find, Giovanni.
Yes, where is Giovanni at this moment?
I told you, he's at the, he'd already done his information gathering last session, and, it's still the same day, so he is just at the inn.
Okay.
Hoping
Is there a particular- Is there a particular inn you had in mind?
Well, let's see, well, I would have told him this. Where's a, reasonably nice place to stay?
Well, you could stay at the, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just say that I went ahead to go procure lodging.
Okay. The Tilted Hammock is nearby in the Rust Quarter. It's a kind of it's not a multi-story upwards, but it does have several levels below, and your lodging doesn't have any windows as it's all underground, but it's reasonably priced. It's 5 silver a night. And you definitely were able to procure enough rooms for everyone to bunk up, as there are 2 medium-sized beds in each room.
Okay, cool. And what was the name of this place again?
The Tilted Hammock. Yeah, and when I say bed, I mean hammock. Like, there are 2 hammocks in every room.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Barynor, the sound of that. Just as a note. Alright, so we'll go into the Tilted Hammock where Geodude said he was.
The Geodude. Sounds like a 90s superhero.
Or a first generation Pokemon.
That's a Pokemon reference.
Guess I just betrayed my age.
Yes, you did. How dare you?
Geo, bro.
Yeah.
The Geo guy.
There we go. There's Geodude. His name is Giovanni, and he's an Earth Genasi. Geodude fits. Alright.
He is now Geodude.
Yeah. Alright, let's go. Come along, Iyethara.
Iyethara? Okay.
Iyethara. Iathara.
Luna is doing the figure 8s.
Like she's got the zoomies.
Yeah. Well, I guess she wouldn't be able to do the figure 8s because you said she's short. So.
Yeah, she's only 5'6", 5'3".
Just glued to your leg, essentially.
She likes me best.
Joe.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You started to say something.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to the...
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing.
We're going to the Tilted Hammock.
Okay. Yeah, you arrive. It takes you a minute because you've never been here, but you're pretty familiar with Brackenshire, being that this is the home of your organization, so you kind of have a feeling of where everything is. And it's kind of a hole in the wall, but as you approach and you see kind of a little gnomish, brown-haired gnomish fellow with kind of big, thick spectacles resting on his sharp hawk beak-like nose. He kind of looks up and he's like, adventurers, right?
Yes, adventurers. We have
I left notice at the front desk that, gave a rough description of the guys and told them where their rooms are.
Yes, your man is down at room 3 on the 3rd level. Have a good night. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you, we will. And we'll head to room 3 on the 3rd level.
All right.
Was it 3 on the 3rd? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you approach, and the staircase is muddy and kind of a little unstable with these kind of flat stones that make up the staircase. You head down and straddling one of these rooms' threshold, you see the once heavily armored, now it looks like he's dressed down into what looks like a kind of a gold-lined or gold-trimmed, cream-colored robe with a symbol of the Platinum Dragon emblazoned across the top. It looks like he's running a whetstone across his long sword, and just kind of catches the sight of you as you approach.
Ah, well met, Crown Collectors. How did your meeting go?
Well, it did not go as well as we had hoped. The man we were hoping to meet was not currently there. Do you want to explain the concept of what we're trying to do to this fine gentleman?
Well, we have to break a guy out of jail who you would normally like to see in jail, but he's really going to be necessary for what we have coming. So kind of the lesser of two evils situation here. It's not exactly bad guy. He's just somebody you personally wouldn't agree with. We definitely need his help.
He's a bad guy, but that doesn't mean he's a bad guy.
You are a bad guy, yeah.
He's done bad things with good reason.
Sure.
Maybe.
I thought would put that in more noble to noble purposes, but yes, that works.
The good reason is money.
It's as good a reason as any.
Lots of money.
This guy has information on the Black Dragon as well.
If it wasn't for the seriousness of the matter and the nature of our investigation, I'd throw you flat out on your arses, but it seems we really have no other alternative at this point.
We would never do this if the situation were different.
On my honor, we would never conspire with a person like this normally. However, in necessity,
I need all of you to roll deception checks right now. You lying assholes.
That's fair.
In order to,
I need one from Yuno. I need one from Barynor.
Excuse me? What are we saying right now about my boss? Who has
not great.
Yeah.
Who's going to give it to you? What? What are we saying?
Is a 14 gonna do it?
Okay, well, it depends on Giovanni's insight.
Oh no.
It's not that great.
Far too much chicanery going on right now.
Mine was decent.
Too many shenanigans.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wasn't
Never
that
mind.
good?
Never mind.
Yeah, Giovanni, you can see right through there. They're like looking at each other and looking at you and doing that side glance out the corner of their eye. You're not
get their
playing it.
story straight.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're trying to get their story straight right in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Guys, you're going to have to do a lot better than that. If you'll excuse me. I'm sorry. Who are you, miss?
My name is Iatara. I am here to help get the big guy out of prison. Okay, he is a bad guy. He does bad stuff. However, he does have all of the information you need to get inside and infiltrate the Black Wing, which is how we get in to kill the big, giant, scary black dragon lady.
She said.
This bad guy is our only source of information at present?
Yep, he's the only one. Yes. Holds all of the information close to the chest when it comes to the big scary ones. Little scary guys I can probably get information on. Big scary one, he keeps all of that information for himself. Probably for situations like this. Which becomes the only
How do
option.
you know his information is valid?
Oh, it's valid.
He may be a lot of things, but the liar is not one of them.
Hell.
I said lie. I did not say not get what he wants. He does not out and out lie to people's faces when it comes to matters of this importance. Think he wants a black dragon flying around? No, it's bad. Bad for business, guys. Let's be honest. I have a wisdom of 8. I know what I'm talking about.
I don't think I've ever met anyone quite like you, miss.
Oh, you seem... I'm just gonna size you up real fast, look around. Oh, you're one of those guys that comes from lots of money, huh? See, where I come from, I'm pretty normal. Not entirely normal. I'm a little more outspoken, but I'm pretty average for where I come from. If you're not used to people, just...
It's an apt description.
Yep. What's your name?
I gather my full height. My apologies, miss. I'm Lord Giovanni Corvino, youngest son of the Duke of Dane.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, Oh, good God. Okay, so here we have Cowman, man with beautiful baby Barynor, but she's very distinctive. Famous guy number 1, famous guy number 2 with lots of money and power and influence. Okay, we're just lucky that I thought ahead. I didn't think ahead, Jen thought ahead, let's be honest. Okay, so we're gonna do this thing. You're gonna help. You get the information. We kill the black dragon. Everybody goes home. Also, dragon horde. Hello. But they have this great bracelet that's gonna make us look like other people for a while, which is gonna be great because y'all are very obvious. Love your hair. It's purple? Purple's great. Good color for you.
I'm sorry, did you call me cow guy?
I said cow man.
I love Iatara so much.
Because he starts like grabbing his gut, he's like, I'm not that fat, am I?
No, because you look like face cow. You're not fat at all, Mr.
I'm
Host.
messing with you.
Okay, good, because I kind of like you. Kind of. We'll see. I like Luna the best. Let's be for real.
That's a fair point.
Okay. I mean,
if you like Luna, you're gonna love Chonky Boy.
Oh, there's another one.
I'm casting Conjure Animals.
There's 2 of you. I'm so happy right now. I could not happy.
Steps at this point to hide.
Yep.
Focus.
Okay, so we're gonna...
You're not helping right now.
No, this one is for me too. They're both for me.
Focus.
Okay. So, are we gonna do the thing? Do we have Mr. Lord Giovanni Corvino, youngest son of the Duke of Dane? Are you coming with us?
I turn over to Yuno and I go, next time, lead with her.
Yeah, we like her. She's fun.
All right. Let me suit up.
Oh God, they're gonna be clanky. We got 2 clanky guys. Okay, we'll figure it out. Everything will be great.
So was it? And
all right.
And some of my spells, I think we should be fine.
Okay. I will say a prayer to the Platinum Dragon to, sometimes you gotta do things for the right reason that we're not too terribly fond of. And I'll get suited up.
Okay. You guys are heading out now?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Yep. All right, so
Chilly
it's
night air reaches you all as you. Doesn't take you long to exit Brackenshire from here. The western gate of Brackenshire is one of the lesser manned. There's only a couple of guards on either side of the gate. It's not the most traveled entry or egress of the city, but you're not met with any kind of challenge, especially with Giovanni sort of leading the charge. He brings a real noble presence to the group, and the guards, while they may not recognize him by face, they definitely recognize the sign of the Platinum Dragon, that he may have some sort of authority, and you strike out into the wilds beyond the gates.
Noble wizard gets no respect once again. Got it.
They don't recognize you. It's not that you don't garner any respect. It's that this is a stinky factory city, and most of the time, nobility doesn't really associate themselves with this place. So, Iyethara, I'm going to go ahead and have you give me a survival check, because you are the one who knows where the secret passage north of the city resides. If anybody wishes to help her, I would allow a roll with advantage.
definitely help her out.
I will.
Okay, awesome. That's awesome. This is perfect because, well,
Her wisdom sucks.
it's gonna be a solid 9.
Yeah, you guys kind of follow her, and while she's, Iyethara, you're not a tracker, you're not a ranger, you're a rogue. You're used to slinking through the city streets and pickpocketing tourists. But it takes you the better part of 3 or 4 hours as you definitely kind of wind around the woods that surround Brackenshire, and you find yourself in the Grasping Ridge, but you're having trouble remembering where this trail leads, as it's been a number of years since you used this secret passage through the Underdark. But you finally get there. It's about 12:30, almost 1 o'clock at night. You guys definitely feel the air starting to freeze around you with the oncoming of twilight. Your breath is very heavy in the woods. You're all kind of tired, but eventually you do come across this kind of ravine that looks carved and grown over with forest overgrowth. And there is a sort of a trail or a pathway that kind of winds from the rim of the forest down into this crevice, and you recognize this as the path through the Underdark.
See, I told you it was right here all along. I'm so intelligent. I found it finally. Okay, sorry guys. Don't take me.
All right. So where does this path lead exactly?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you. We're going into the prison. This is the pathway to get to the bottom floor of the prison.
How bottom is the bottom floor?
Okay. This doesn't look like a very well-traveled path. Either it's very secret or...
An entrance. Not very well traveled. It's just pretty far. It's not like the farthest, but it's pretty far. I know
How
exactly
far is pretty far?
Mr. DM, sir, do I know exactly how far down it is?
I mean, it's as far as you traveled to get out here, so it's a couple hours worth of walking. You walked all the way out to the beginning of this place, and you're going to end up traversing through this area back towards the bottom of the city.
It's like in the middle of the city, so a few miles. We're fine. It'll be fine. We'll do a great job.
Good thing I got these new insoles in the boots of my armor.
They make those? I should get some.
Send a compass while you're at it.
Hey, Mr. Ranger Man. Mr. Love him and leave him. Okay. Do you really want to get into this with me right now? I don't think so.
Alright. So is this the entrance?
Yes, this is the way we go. Let's go.
Hold on. We should have someone scout ahead.
Oh, also, we should probably change the way we look real fast. Let me do that. I have a bracelet of steaming that I'm going to use to steaming on all of us, and we're all just going to look like plain old, boring, average humans and half-elves. None, like, if you saw this person on the street, you would never notice them again. They're just forgettable. That's what I'm looking for.
Exist.
Oh, look at how great we look. We look amazing.
Yeah, she kind of waits. She produces this this metal bracelet with sort of a little jewel on the top, and sort of waves her hand, and all of you feel this harmless ethereal energy waft over you, and you all start to shift and phase and morph your appearances. And you look down at your hands, and you see your fingers as you kind of twiddle your fingers. They phase in and out, and suddenly a different set of hands takes the place, and then phases back into where your hands are, and everything starts to settle. And you look at each other, and you don't recognize anybody. For instance, Barynor, you look like a kind of a what looks like an old woman with sort of wrinkled face and a hood hunched over. Your bow and your armor is melted away into kind of earth tones. Koza, you kind of remain about the same size, albeit a little shorter, and you kind of look like a gaunt, bald elf with long, pointy ears and siloed eyes and browns and grays in your clothing, and everybody else just kind of follows suit with just sort of a nondescript, very easy to blend in persona.
Feel like mine was personal.
Oh no, my back or something.
Alright. Let's go before, I don't know. It's already late. It's late. Let's go before it gets too early.
Okay, let's go this way.
Alright, as you kind of round this stump that is sort of at the crest of the crevice, the terrain kind of cracks and delves downward. There's no steps here, and it definitely looks like a steep climb down into this ravine. So I'm going to need everybody to make either an athletics or an acrobatics check, just to make sure that you guys are able to resume your footing as you descend into this cave.
It doesn't matter which one, really. Yeah. Acrobatics. Thora? Okay. Jesus.
Rogues, man.
Oh boy.
Yep.
She's like a circus performer.
Make it look real easy. Just do this, it's fine. And then I do a backflip and land on my, like... It's gonna be great.
Yeah, she does like a triple axel off of the stump and lands in a 3-point superhero landing right at the bottom.
Terrible for your knees.
Yeah, I heard those are bad on your knees.
Yeah, you guys are pretty big. I'm not big. I'm very small. Out of much larger. See how that might hurt you if you try to do that. Maybe try a different way than the way I did. Except for maybe the wizard. He looks like he could do it.
right. Giovanni and Koza. Both of you kind of lose your footing at some point and slip down into each other, and just sort of you feel this crumple behind you as his armor just presses into your back, and you kind of lose your grip on the rock. The rocks are a little slick, a little not slimy, but there's some condensation on them. Both of you just fall ass over tea kettle down into the bottom of this entrance and slam with a crunch down onto the ground. I'm going to have each of you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, I guess that's the price we pay for being big and large. You said 3 points?
Yep. The mouth of this cave opens, and it is pitch black. So anybody without night vision is going to have some difficulty maneuvering around here. The walls are also slick, like the entrance was, and the floor is a ramshackle mess of debris, leaves and rocks and stones and pebbles and things like that. Root material dangles from above you.
Okay, who here does not have dark vision or have access to dark vision?
Me.
I believe that would be me. I do not have it.
Definitely the two humans.
Humans. Okay.
But we have a Twilight Cleric who can give us all super dark vision.
No, I have dark vision.
Read your skills.
I don't believe I can give that to any of you.
I think you can only give to one person.
I think it's just me.
No, it's you and one other person.
Okay, well then I will give... Who doesn't have dark vision? It's Ashton.
And Ashton, yeah.
That's it?
I think everyone else has dark vision.
Alright, then I'll give it to... I guess I'll give it to Axton, because he'll be, up front more.
Thank you muchly.
Speaking of which, I need a marching order.
Well, I think...
Yathar's in the front.
The elf and the half-elf need to be up front.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll be next.
Let's see. Where do you need to be in the marching order?
Towards the middle's fine.
Okay, so you would probably be next then.
I'll be right behind now.
Okay, and then I'll take up the rear then.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say that Barynor and Iyethara are helping each other keep an eye out. So I'm gonna have a advantage perception check from you two, and a perception check from Giovanni, who's taking up the rear.
Can I add a point of order just to give Noah an idea? So you have Eyes of Night because you're a Twilight Cleric. So you have dark vision out to 300 feet, and you can share this action, or you can share this dark vision with willing creatures that you can see up to a number of creatures that equal your wisdom modifier.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Then I'll give you...
You can give everyone super dark vision, depending on what your wisdom modifier is.
Yeah, it only lasts for an hour, though.
I think it's +3. So I'll give you and Axton dark vision, because no one else needs it.
Okay.
So Axton, you and Koza can see 300 feet.
Yeah, which is farther than the people out front.
Yes.
So both Barynor and Iyethara are rolling with advantage, or one of us is rolling with advantage?
One of you is rolling with advantage.
That'd be a you thing. You know me well enough to know that I'm not paying that much attention.
Got it.
23 for me.
23. All right.
Do you want me to roll perception as well?
No. You have a very right now your passive perception is so in tune, and the fact that now you can see everything, you're just kind of looking all around. This passageway on this first leg of your journey into this area, the walls of this passage are about maybe 10 to 15 feet wide, about 20 feet high, lined with stalactites. You can feel drips and drops of groundwater falling on your heads every now and then, but the passage descends down further. I would say at this point, none of you have keen mind, so I would say you kind of, with the twists and the turns, it's not a straight shot, it's not like a straight tunnel all the way down. It's kind of a winding passage. It looks rather natural. Doesn't look like it was carved per se, but there are strange lights that emit or shine around these crystalline structures that grow through the walls. I will say, go ahead and give me a history check, as you can see very, very well right now.
My compass work, by the way?
Your compass? I didn't know you had a compass.
You gave me a compass in like the first session I was with you guys.
Oh, I mean, sure. I mean, you can tell right now you're heading south.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't appear like there's anything in the area that's interfering with the magnetism of it.
Okay.
That's right, I did give you a compass. I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
19 is the history check.
Okay. You have pretty high passive investigation as well, and now that you can see, I'm guessing that you have like super dark vision so you can see in color instead of just black and white. These crystal formations, they're much smaller than you recognize from before, but you were traveling from Brackenshire to Dane, or from the Needle to Brackenshire, I can't remember which, and you encountered this large obelisk off the beaten path. It was a black crystal, and you recognized that as a kind of a smaller version of the gargantuan black crystalline structure that grows right out of the mountain behind Brackenshire, but just north of Brackenshire, in the peaks of the Grasping Ridge. And you understood that to be a very, very ancient and mysterious structure. These crystals have a very distinct similarity to those crystals you found before, and you do kind of sense a very, very, very faint magical aura around these growths. Some of them look like they're much more inert than others, while some of them have a very barely imperceptible, and you feel like if it were dark you'd be able to see it better, very imperceptible purple glow about them that kind of pulses with this slow, rhythmic, almost heartbeat-like pattern. Okay, Barynor with your 28 and Giovanni with your 23, you can hear your footsteps sort of echoing off the walls, and the passage descends even further down. You all, as you're not being particularly slow, but you're taking your time. You're not running through the corridors, and all of you at this point, it's about 2:00 in the morning. You feel the creakiness of your muscles and the day's tiredness start to really set into your bones as you approach what looks like kind of a wide chamber. It's rather featureless, especially since everybody can see. There are a few of these little, and when I say small crystalline structures, I mean the size of an apple. They're not very large. That kind of dot the terrain, but the floor is very jagged and uneven. There's a couple of levels where it looks like one part of the chamber is a little higher by about 3 or 4 feet than the other, where the earth has actually been erupted and jutted upward, and kind of like those basalt columns in Scotland. It's just kind of like a crystalline upward thrust of the earth, and then it's been somewhat flattened out in this chamber. And there are small, what look like mushrooms or kind of cyan colored, strange alien-like leafy plants that are like sprouting from the walls and the floor here. Not very many of them. It's very, very scattered. and sparse as far as any signs of organic life in this place. But it is starting to emerge, whereas the passage behind you was completely barren. Giovanni, you noticed nothing encroaching behind you. As you were leaving, you could hear the curious sniffs and ponderings of small woodland creatures that kind of flitted in and out of the rim of the entrance, but they quickly ran away and went about their day.
All right.
Does this look man-made, or is it completely natural?
Give me a perception check.
Just straight, not with advantage.
No, you're just kind of thinking of this to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this seems very naturalized. You don't see any evidence of any tool work. You don't find any man-made debris down here. It's a little muddy, which is weird for a cave, but based on the fact that Iathara has said that this is something that was used as sort of a secret entrance, maybe this is mud drugged in over the years by passerbys. But the structure, or the cavern itself, it's very uneven and I should say natural and uneven in its formation. There's a lot of unevenness to the floor.
All right. Keep going then, I guess.
You guys are going to keep going?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to apply a point of exhaustion if you guys keep going, because it is definitely late. Definitely late in the day.
Okay, do we want to...
We should park here, take a long rest.
Sure.
Does anybody have any protection spells or anything that we can hole up in, like the tiny hut spell?
Yeah, you know?
I cast Tiny Hut.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there anything anybody would like to do before turning in?
What you're saying is, as long as I stay in the little bubble thing, nothing can come get me. I'm like real safe. I gotta get me one of these. This is nice.
Oh God.
Can I take like one of those leafy vegetation? Can I get like a clipping of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can add blue, strange blue glowing leaf clipping to your inventory.
All right.
And while you're doing it, go ahead and make a nature check.
Okay.
Just because you're inspecting it.
Sure. Not so great.
Yeah, you've spent almost your entire life in the forest, and you've actually been through the Underdark before. This is not the first time you've traversed the Underdark, as there are literally thousands and thousands of underground passages like this. But this particular plant you've never seen before. But you at least recognize that this is indicative of the alien-like environment of the Underdark.
Strange blue leaf, you said?
Yeah.
All right.
It's got a slight glow to the edges of it.
Glow. Okay.
Until you cut it, and then that glow goes away.
Oh.
The dome of the tiny hut spell is enough room to fit 10 people rather comfortably, although you guys are... You're as cramped as you remember it the last time you were here. You've kind of been spoiled the last few weeks with your accommodations at the Hargrove estate, and roughing it in a jagged, uneven, floored cave is kind of bringing you back to roots, so to speak. It takes you all a few minutes to an hour to settle into a comfortable position amongst each other, especially with two members of the party being strangers.
Well,
strangers to most.
Yes.
Luna is kind of settled in, nestled in between Barynor and Eothara, and trying to decide who to nuzzle more. But it's Koza who finds the most restless sleep. Koza, you can't get the image of Kravish lying on the bed out of your mind. The stench of the black dragon infects your senses, and you feel that the room he was in, it smelled like death and evil and corruption. You can see a wide, as you finally slip into unconsciousness, you see a wide vista landscape in front of you. It looks like almost a setting sun or a rising dawn, but the sun has not yet shown itself. And before you, you see this grand mountain range of jagged peaks. In front of this mountain range, you see a calm and placid silver lake. The water a mirrored finish, slowly, gently lapping towards the shore you stand on. And in front of you, you see the silhouette of Kravish standing knee-high in this water. What do you wish to do?
Oh boy. I'm gonna walk towards it.
Your feet stand stock still. You cannot lift them. It seems this water does not want you in it.
And I'm gonna call out to him.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Persuasion. Here we go. 16.
What do you say?
Kravish, am I going crazy? Is that you? What is our life? What have our lives come to? I mean, where did it all go wrong?
You see the figure in front of you, just standing, staring at the mountain vista beyond. Its jagged mountain peaks capturing this image of Kravish and keeping his focus until you see his head drop slightly and begin to turn around, still completely in shadow. Turns around to meet you, but you see no light, no eyes, just a dark silhouette. And it's slowly, non-threateningly, his silhouette grows larger as it feels like you're being drawn towards it, until the shadow envelops you and you are covered in darkness. You feel the presence of some light in front of you. Could be yards, miles, this tiny little pinpoint of light. But you can't reach it. It's too far away. And you feel yourself being drawn in another direction. Through the forest. Through the swamps. Over mountains. Across a dank and slimy lake. To an island. It's a familiar island. You feel a presence beckoning to your soul, and you rest on the outlined shadow of a hag's hut, and you wake up. All of you wake up. Your bones are achy. You've slept on rocks all night. There's no freshness to the air. It feels as it did the night before. You have no idea what time it is. There is no respite to a rising morning sun. But you do all feel rested. And as you kind of all creak awake, kind of cracking your knuckles and twisting your neck and your back, and you notice that you all look like yourselves again.
Okay then.
Jose, you were talking in your sleep again.
What was I? I'm sorry. Did anyone have a weird nightmare last night?
Did anybody us have nightmares?
No.
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 Barynor, you kind of dreamt of your face hurting. You're not sure if that's related. Got sharp pain on your cheek.
Yeah. Definitely
Am I
didn't.
gonna slap him again?
Yeah.
Slapped him in
Maybe.
his sleep.
Yeah. The first one I definitely deserved. Anywho. Alright. The dome is still up, I assume, right?
It's within a few minutes, it kind of dissipates on its own as the spell's effect has ended.
Alright. And has anything changed around us?
Give me a fresh perception.
Alright. Was that adventure? 19.
19. No. The cavern is unchanged. There is not even the presence of creatures flitting in and out. It's a very strange sensation to be in a place that doesn't even feel the effects of wind or water. This is a kind of a refrigerated, captured moment in time, and anything that you do here will probably remain for years and years and years.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft to grow a little flower.
Okay. Yeah. Wherever you decide to put that, you find a little space and a little flower that looks completely out of place in this chamber, manifests and lives.
Oh. All right. Get suit up, break a fast, and let's get back on the trail.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have Koza and Barynor and Axton all give me nature checks?
Nature check. Got it.
Yeah.
21.
17 for me.
Axton, you're busy kind of suiting up your new armor, trying to make sure that it's... I mean, this is like the second or third time that you've put it on. It looks like you and Giovanni perhaps sort of sidle up next to each other as you are the armor wearers. And, kind of not in a braggy way, but just sort of comparing each other's armor as you suit up. You don't really notice this.
Yeah, I'm just distracted. Fine.
Yeah, you're not necessarily, absent-minded, but you're focused on getting yourself ready. While Koza, in particular, with Barynor, kind of, you guys doesn't take you long to suit up. Barynor pretty much sleeps in his armor, and Koza just, he's in his padded furry robes. Kind of as you kind of walk around the space, you see kind of going through his spell book, preparing for the day. You see these glowing, and I would say at this point, Axton and unless you bestow this again, are pretty blind in here right now, as that effect wore off after about an hour. You two notice that these pink kind of ribbon-like rose-shaped mushrooms that are growing on the ground have a particularly pleasant aroma. And as you pick one with your nature check of 21, you get the feeling that these are edible.
Well, let's hope you don't eat one and go meet Jesus.
Yeah, could I discern if, like how edible they are?
Acid trip.
Like what are the side effects of this thing?
Well, with a nature check of 21, you kind of rub the oils that it emits between your fingers, and kind of give that a sniff and a smell, and a little lick on the tip of your finger, and it honestly seems nutritious and non-threatening. Doesn't seem to be any psychoactive properties. It seems like an edible mushroom. You wait a few minutes as everyone's getting ready to see if the oil on your fingers does anything. You don't feel any tingles or hallucinogens or anything like that.
All right, well, I'll pick as many as there, are in the visible area and put them in my pouch.
There's quite a few. I'm going to say you are able to pick 11 of them.
All right.
So you can put 11 edible mushrooms.
We'll put them in a stew later.
Are you gathering some kind of mushroom kingdom over there?
No, I just thought that maybe we could, put these in some kind of dish.
Sounds like it might be tasty.
That's what I thought.
I'm going to say that the ones, see here, Eothara and something buzzing over your head. Kind of distracts you from what you're doing. Little buzzy creature.
What kind of buzzy creature? Like a fly?
Yeah, just some little, like a gnat, or
okay.
You find one of them like is in your hair, and you kind of grab it. And it's a little shitty little beetle.
I don't like beetles.
Doesn't bite you or anything. Seems pretty harmless.
They all
you two are the ones that notice this.
Gonna my hood up.
Yeah, one of them flies out of the folds of your hood and flits around.
I don't think I like these. Thank you.
But everybody's awake and dressed and fed. You guys can, if you've got the inclination, go ahead and remove a ration from your inventory. As everybody kind of grabs something quick. Nobody seems to want to light a fire in this confined space and cook anything, but some jerky or oats are in order.
Okie dokie, I'm down to
And
10.
the day is yours.
Shall we press on?
Yes.
Well, it's not too long before the walls of this, as you continue down this path, the walls of this cavern, you start to notice these draping ribbons of some kind of material. And I will say, up to this point, and Axton you're blind. You can't see anything. It's pitch black. So you don't notice this. Barynor, Eothara, Koza, and Giovanni, you definitely notice these strange, like, ribbons of thin material draped across the ceiling, and there's like one across a portion of the wall. They start to crisscross a little bit, and the bugs in here start to get a little more prevalent. I'm gonna say that Koza, you see like a multi-legged, spidery beetle-like creature about the size of a baseball, sort of drops from the ceiling and lands on your shoulder and starts to crawl across your chest.
Yeah. I freak out and throw it off of me.
Looks like it's full of protein.
I don't need protein that bad.
All right. I am going to cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Okay. What's the range on that, if I may ask?
30 feet.
30 feet? Yeah, you don't really... you know what? Scratch that. Poison. Yeah, you do detect
poisonous creatures and diseases.
Yeah, you get the sense that some of the and mind you, the further down you go, and it's you guys have been walking for about 45 minutes after you woke up. The flora of this cavern is becoming a little more pronounced, a little more splendorous. There are some formations of that crystal that are starting to wane the further away from the grasping ridge that you walk, because you guys are walking south away from the grasping ridge. Those crystal formations are starting to become less and less until they go away completely. But the flora of this cavern is becoming a little more numerous, the cavern kind of shifts to the point where the floor that you were walking on, almost like the tunnel is twisting, and the floor becomes the wall, and you find yourself having to kind of walk in a crevice where the floor and the ceiling, or the floor and the wall meet, until it starts to twist again. It feels like this whole cavern is sort of writhing like the innards of a snake that's coiling downward through this Underdark. And these plants, some of them do give off this very strong toxic aura. Now, how long does that last, or is that just a instantaneous effect?
No, it is a concentration spell.
Okay.
And it is up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And
so
also,
I would say for that... Oh, go ahead.
So you also identify the kind of poisonous creature, or disease in each case.
Okay. I would say that you're kind of getting a defensive poison from these plants, which kind of look like a goofy looking fern that sort of sprouts out of the ground. It's about 1.5 feet high, kind of a reddish brown coloration to it. They don't glow, but you get the sense that if someone were to eat these, they would not feel very well at all for a long. Could kill them if it was a smaller creature.
Okay. So I'm relaying this information to these guys that, stay away from those ferns.
Are the insects or other bugs eating those ferns?
You don't see them going anywhere near the ferns, and the bugs, they're starting to the bugs are starting to kind of scale the walls, and they're not really attacking you per se, but they're definitely here, and none of them give off that aura of poison or toxin or venom or anything.
No, I was just thinking maybe we could use it as a repellent.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you don't see any of them crawling on it. That's for sure.
I'll take some with me just in case.
What did you say, Corey?
Axton can't see anything right now.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's pretty dark. It's pitch black down here.
Never mind. You're right.
After about 10 more minutes of walking, Barynor and Iyethara, I need you and Giovanni to give me a advantage for you and a regular roll for Giovanni on a perception check.
14.
All right. 14. Just like before, you don't detect any danger behind you. You definitely don't feel like anything is following you. Both in hearing and in sight. It just seems like you guys are sort of alone down here. Barynor and Iyethara, you come to a fork in the road. There are two passages before you. One looks like it opens a little wider on the right, while the passage to the left is a little tighter. It looks like it's only about 3 or 4 feet wide, and it's very dark down both passageways.
Alright, which way do we go from here?
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm finding my notes. Give me a minute.
Take your time.
I have it right here in front of my face, and my brain is not reading it properly. Okay, so it's just one of them would be good. The skinny one is generally a little bit safer than the bigger one, but nobody really uses it that much. Yeah. The other
safer.
The skinny one is safer, generally speaking. The last time it came out there was several years ago. But the other one, I don't really use it. I've only ever used the skinny one because it's normally just me getting in here. So
safer in what way?
Yeah, what can we expect?
Well, it does. My notes just say one is safe and one is not used.
One is not used.
The other one's not used. And the other one is safer.
Interpret that how you will.
Shall we take the road less traveled, or the tight fit?
Let me think some more. I'm thinking. I feel like there's something else in my memory. I'm just needing a little time to access it. So give me 1 second.
Should make a history check.
Okay, I make history check.
Can Axton and Giovanni even fit through the hole?
That's a good question.
If it turns sideways, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's tight, but it's not impassable. Even Giovanni, who's a rather large person, will have to hunch. And, I mean, it's not like you're going to scrape your armor going through. You can't run through it.
No,
that would probably scrape up your armor. But it will fit everybody.
It's snug.
It is a 17.
17? Yeah, I mean, the path on the left is windy and goes up and down in elevation, and it's very claustrophobic to be sure. But it's not a far journey from this side to the other side of this little tight cavern where the entrance to the secret tunnel under the prison is. It's only about another maybe 100 yards. The path on the right is, you've never traversed it because the older veteran member of the syndicate that showed you these passageways told you just don't go down that way. So you don't really know what's down there because you never thought to test your fate.
I've never been that way. I was told to never go that way, so I didn't go that way. So we can go that way, but I've been to the other side. So whichever one you want to do is fine with me.
Intrigued about the lesser used side, but we can go either way.
I was go either way, but I just was never gone that way. I was told not to. I was trying to behave.
What do you think, guys?
We'll take the devil we know versus the devil we don't.
Yes, exactly.
Playing it safe, okay, I see you, I understand, yes.
I don't like tight spaces, but alright.
Okay, let's go.
Here's a crazy idea. How about we split the party and go in 2 seconds?
No.
So that is rule number 1, is do not split the party.
That is the unbreakable rule.
Okay.
So, did you do that at some point? Just split the party willy-nilly?
Yes, and it ended horribly.
Willy-nilly?
We split the party once, and it went so wrong.
Okay, so we'll not do that. That seems like a poor decision.
Yes, as it usually
could be
is.
fun. But
Wasn't that here in Brackenshire?
Yes, it was here in Brackenshire.
Alright.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That was really stupid.
Yeah, we don't like to talk about it.
Anyways, the left path or the right path?
We already said we're going to go through the path that she knows.
Yeah.
Alright,
It is the senior one
we're
is
following
more
her.
uncomfortable.
Okay, left path it is. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna have Koza, Axton, and Giovanni give me athletic checks as you squeeze your way through without, let's just say, without damaging your armor or scraping yourself on the ceiling, as this passage is very tight, especially for you three.
It's so very squishy.
I'll rub some of my flaxseed oil over the armor just to give me a bit of lubricant.
Oh, great.
All right, Mr. Koza.
Would my other form fare better?
No.
No? Okay.
Hell no. You would find it very hard to breathe in here if you did that.
Wait, tight like a tiger. Yes.
At
Walk
20.
like a tiger.
All right, nat 20.
26.
Sorry, is this a athletics check?
Yep, you're just trying to traverse this space, whereas the other three of the party seem to be kind of just able to walk through it, kind of hunched and crawling, no problem. You guys are finding it a little tougher. So Koza, you kind of catch your elbow on a piece of that. At this point, it's rare, but a piece of that crystal that grows in this cavern just sort of slices into your elbow. You take 1 point of slashing damage, as it's so tight in here that it's tough for you to make it without coming into contact with the walls. Let's just say that.
I rolled an 18.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, you're able to kind of keep it together, and you get a couple of dings here, dings there. You're making some noise, and you do find that the insect presence is sort of waning the deeper into this path that you go. You don't see that slimy ribbon material that kind of was straddling the cavern behind you. It seems that this is a little more cleaner. The sounds of chittering legs have sort of disappeared the further from the fork in the road you go, until you see ahead of you.
Sorry, I had to bounce out there for a moment.
That's okay. Yeah, you guys were able to sort of traverse this tunnel with some difficulty, but you don't get stuck. You don't scratch your armor too bad. I mean, you feel a little ding here, ding there on the rocks, but you pop out the other side, and you look to your right, and you see a kind of a 10-foot tunnel on that side. But to your left, and Iathara, you will remember this as the pathway to go. You see a very, very faint glow at the end of the passageway in front of you.
See, we're going in the correct direction. There's a little light over there that you can kind of see. That's where we're going. We'll get there. Don't worry.
So, on the tunnel toward the light.
Always go towards the light, right? Isn't that what the phrase goes? Always go towards the light?
That's not what we told Kravish. Anyways,
I cannot with you.
Too soon.
All right, are you guys? I'm going to say that Iathara, you definitely recognize this as the secret tunnel leading to the prison. So what I need to know is, and I need everybody to decide on this: is anybody going stealthily, or are you just kind of walking through?
and casting paths without trace.
All right, that's a 30-foot radius, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Centered on myself.
All right, so I need a stealth check from everybody, and make sure you add 10 to whatever you roll. Those of you in armor are at disadvantage.
I can't remember if my armor gives me disadvantage or not.
Yeah, you
Natural
don't get
20!
You don't get a benefit of stealth with this stuff.
I got a 30, guys.
Wow.
So it's a disadvantage roll, but I still add plus 10 to that disadvantaged roll.
That's right.
That is correct.
32.
37.
Wow.
12.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I think that's the highest roll I have ever heard of.
Oh, you should see her other character in the other campaign.
Oh, no.
What was that stealth roll from her?
37.
37.
Okay, Jesus doesn't know where you are.
Now, sorry guys.
All right, 17 for me.
Okay. Who got the 12?
I-
All right.
No.
Oh no.
It's just like one time
Clank, here comes the
that gives
time.
us away.
Clink, clink.
So as you all are kind of slowly slinking down this hallway, and mind you, you notice that you pass through a threshold of what looks like a carved entrance into a bricked tunnel. Something where this tunnel has been built by mortal hands. The threshold of this entrance looks like somebody broke this wall and about 10 feet of where you're standing looks carved. So it appears, and now there's no debris on the ground. This does not seem like a recent excavation, but it definitely feels like somebody tunneled into the Underdark passage from inside this tunnel and just kind of left this opening. And as you emerge into this very dimly lit tunnel, it seems like there's a passage that snakes to your left. Maybe there's torchlight beyond. Axon's armor just kind of catches on the edge of this brick, and you hear this distinct.
Oh, dear Jesus.
What do you all do?
Everybody freeze.
Freeze!
Nobody move.
Red light. You wait 3 seconds. 5 seconds. Nothing. You don't hear any sound. You don't hear any reaction. No stomping of feet. No clinking of armor. Nothing.
Okay. Axton, watch your armor. Let's go.
Doing my best, man. Just doing my best.
It's a little peevish. All right,
Well,
look.
Make your best better.
You find yourselves in a 5-foot wide passage made of cobblestone on the ground and sort of like a stone brick. It is an arched ceiling, about maybe 10 feet tall. And there is what looks like a number of crates butted up against the end of the tunnel to your right. The crates look well gone through. There's a layer of dust on pretty much everything in here. And you see a dim glow of some kind of light source to your left around a corner. What do we do?
Is that the only, way to go is around that corner?
Yeah, I mean, to your right, I said, is the end of the tunnel.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Yeah, the left way is a way to go, or you could just abandon the mission and leave. That's another way to go too.
Well, I'll peek around the corner then and check it out.
It's about 30 feet in front of you.
Oh, well then I'll, keeping an eye out around, I will advance toward the corner.
Okay. You notice that it's not just a turn. You actually find yourself at a T-junction, and straight ahead is another dead end with what looks like rolls of canvas, maybe some stacks of hay, very dimly lit. You're able to see, though, and there is just a layer of dust on everything at that end. As you sort of very slowly peek your head around the corner, you see a torch sconce on the wall about 20 feet in front of you. And what looks like a bank of barred cells. You can't see into them as you're kind of too far away, and you're looking at them at the wrong angle. But you can see a bank of cells, all the way down, about maybe 10 of them, and then a staircase leading that goes up with 2 more torch sconces straddling that staircase. With your keen perception, you notice there are no guards here.
How worn does the torch look? Like it's been burning for a while, or freshly?
Well, you can make a perception or an arcana check.
Probably a perception. Probably better. Let me make sure that I'm not advanced. Okay, good. Perception. And not that great.
Perception?
13.
It's hard to tell. I mean, it's hard to tell. It looks like a standard torch, and
Okay.
Seems like it's been. I mean, you know that you can make torches to burn for hours, and it looks like it's been here a little while.
All right.
And it's just kind of buffeting a flame, adding a little bit of light.
Okay. How does the dust look around on the floor around here?
You see footprints kind of milling about the place. It seems the dust... It depends how close you are, but it seems like the dust is disturbed. What looks like a quite regular basis here. It doesn't look abandoned.
to the main group and report what my findings.
All right, so it looks like here's where we are. Looks like we're where we need to be right now.
Yes.
Iathara definitely recognizes this as the bottom floor of the prison, what is called the Crescent Cage.
This
Do
is
we
where
know of
the
any
Marquis-
possible traps like down here? Like, have you been down here before, or?
I mean, I've been down here. I've been down here. Do I remember if there's any traps?
You do not know the prison to be trapped, as the soldiers that guard this area are pretty dumb, and they would probably trip them if it was trapped. You've secured the release, so to speak, of about 3 or 4 people in your experience with the Syndicate, and you've never encountered any traps.
Not that I know of. There's not really ever been any traps in here before. Don't know why they would put them in now.
It's this level, right? Or do we need to go higher up?
We can't hear you, babe.
I was saying, do we need to go higher up, or is he on this bottom level?
He should be here. He should be down here, yes.
Alright, well, let's go see what cage he's in.
Okay, let's figure it out.
Do you think? Wait a minute. Can't Koza go ahead as a small animal to scout things out?
Yeah, Koza can change into animals, I forgot.
I mean, hey,
Probably
listen,
because he
man,
never does.
Yeah, I forget half the time.
Somebody has like an animal familiar or something like that.
Main feature.
It's probably best that I go myself.
Okay.
So I'm going to wild shape into a rat again, and just
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check for a rat.
oh boy, now I have to pull up rat stats. Hang on.
I'm gonna go up to the very corner to give him as much pass without trace as I can.
At 30 feet, he will disappear he will step outside if you don't follow him. Because the bank of cells is about another 40 to 50 feet. And it's only along one side of the bank of cells is only along one side of the wall. They don't face each other.
Okay, well, it was worth a try.
Man, you guys are quick with these memes in the chat. Let's see.
That is his skills.
Okay, my stealth is 0 too. Good. 11.
11.
Still got past without trace, huh?
Yeah, but
he stepped
only
outside of that.
You stepped out of it. Okay.
Yeah. So as you approach the first cell, you look inside, and you see this.
Oh boy.
Do you see that, Koza?
Did you put it in the chat?
It's in the session content. Chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I will go back and start to... never mind. I won't go back. To the next cell.
To the next cell, you see this.
Next cell.
What looks like he's actually got his eyes closed, his head down, but it's definitely a goblinoid-like creature.
Mm-hmm. Next
And
cell.
The next cell, you see this.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Honestly, forget what the Marquis looks like.
Squeak, 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 squeak. Trying to get everybody's attention.
Hold on.
Well,
Isn't it like a tiefling? I can't remember though.
Nope.
No? Okay.
If you figure out what you want to do, I will post something in the chat. Just give me a moment.
I hear his squeaking, and I'm going to cast Speak with Animals on myself, so I can understand him.
Okay.
Since he's speaking in rat talk.
I found the Marquis. He's in this cell.
Has he found the Marquis? He's in the third cell? I assume you also pass on that there's a goblin.
Yes, there's a goblin in the second cell and a skeleton in the first one.
Okay. I'll pass that along to the group as well. Do we think we need to sneak past Goblin Guy in case he decides to?
No, he's got his eyes closed. Unless he's like.
Right. No, I'm talking to the group because he could. That this goblin, might alert the guards to our presence. Thoughts?
Why would the prisoner alert the guards?
Try to get favored.
I guess that makes
getting out. Ain't nobody getting out.
Okay. I guess I understand to a certain extent. But
That's a guy who works in a jail.
It would be fine just to leave him.
Right. Just saying to just sneak past him. Yeah, I got past without a trace up. All right, let's go.
are we sneaking again? Do I get to be extra sneaky?
Yes, we can be extra sneaky.
Yay!
Wait. Do we all want to go, or should we leave the clankers back here?
I'll stay
Probably-
here, it's fine.
Yeah,
Leave
leave the
back
clankers.
here.
Yeah, let's not have them be too clanky. Let's go.
Okay, so Eothara, myself, Koza's already up there.
We'll be at
You
the
staying back
ready.
here?
I'm gonna make ready for a quick escape.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, Eothara and I will
Escape
sneak
for
up.
us or an escape for you?
Yes.
So Eothara and I will move up to where Koza is.
And we'll just be at the base of that junction there at the ready.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a strength. Give me a stealth check for those that are approaching.
Oh, wait a minute.
Don't forget
Before
to
I do go, wait a minute. Before they do, I am going to go ahead and cast Bless.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm going to use, 3 creatures. So I'm going to bless Barynor, Eothara, and Koza.
There.
Oh,
Hashtag bless.
So add 10
Hashtag
plus a
bless.
d4.
Nice.
So
Yep.
let's go.
Any attack, any saving throw, you can add a d4.
Oh, really? What'd you get up to now?
With passes out a trace and bless, we're up to 43.
Ability check.
Cow.
Okay, that ability check to 40.
No, it's attack roll or saving throw.
Oh, okay, gotcha. 27.
40.
I didn't know if a paladin's bless was different.
Yeah.
40.
I think we're thinking guidance would have been, yeah.
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 Makes sense. Yeah. 40.
4D.
For 0.
She's passed through time.
Yeah.
I rolled 219. I rolled
And I'm just-
219.
What'd you say?
I rolled 2 19s, so
That's pretty good.
really good roll for me.
I should be rolling.
Yeah.
Advantage as well with my Cloak of Elven Kind.
Mine's better. Where do you think you got it from?
I know. Let me see if I can crit. Nope. I'll take the. I stumble along with a 27.
All right. Sorry that took so long, but that's the Marquis.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, same guy.
Same dude.
Same guy looking a little more ragged.
Looking a little
All right.
worse for a week.
Koza got a 21, right? Or did you add your 10?
That was to get up to the cells.
Oh, okay. If you're still a rat,
I'm still a rat.
I'll keep that 11, but you can add 10, so that's 21.
Cool.
Let's see here. Yeah, you all silently approach the cells. No problem at all. And you find the goblin creature. You can definitely hear like a very raspy, rhythmic breathing under his breath. His head is down. He's kind of hunched over, and doesn't seem to notice you at all. He's out.
Send our key cell and be like,
Hey, boss.
You see a weathered and beaten looking face of the Marquis as he turns his head to the left. Who's there?
It is me, Iatara. It's a pleased to come get you with the crown collectors.
Iatara, my sweet. It is good to see you. Do you have brought some friends?
Of course, you know I wouldn't come down here alone. That would be foolish.
Especially after the last time you were down here.
I was trying not to tell Barynor about that. You know what happened with him and Elena, side-eye.
what happened? Never mind. We'll deal with that later. Let's do what we came here to do.
Would you like me to get you out now, boss?
Yes, but the
Okay.
guards, they patrol these passageways with some regularity.
No problem. Okay, sir. I'm going to get you out there really fast.
Has anyone
So-
any water or food? Have not fed me today. I feel weak.
I had some food here for you, and I'll throw in like a ration or two.
That's a rat.
That's a rat.
Brax, Braxton, we're not there.
Yeah, I'll just chuck it down the hallway.
I don't even think you heard this. I don't even think you heard this conversation. They're like around the corner and 40 feet away, and they're whispering.
My perception's impeccable.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's not that impeccable.
All right. Do you want to do the honors? Okay.
Of course, I would like to do the honors. Here, have some water, my good friend, Mr. Marquis, sir.
I meant with the law.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Yes, I'll do that too. I'm going to use my super fancy lockpicks. They're real fancy.
Okay.
They're real nice. And let's see.
Help her
Roll
with
up
this.
the next one. I don't need your help, Barynor.
Yeah, it's not something you can really help with unless you kind of are both holding the thieves' tools. Thieves'
Sure,
tool
sure.
checks
I
aren't
would-
really something you can help with.
All right.
And it's a Dex roll plus proficiency times 2 because I took expertise in it, right?
Well, no, your proficiency is times 2.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Yep. And if I remember correctly, these are super fancy
Yeah.
thieves' tools, and you have advantage, I think.
Okay. So,
But they're delicate. If you crit, they break.
okay.
Like 20 crit or 1 crit?
Critical fail.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so 17 plus 5 is 23. Plus 6 will be 28.
As she's kind of fiddling with these very intricate little thieves' tools in the lock is creaking as she's being very, very delicate with the lock itself, but it's old. It looks like it's something that is designed to accept a rather heavy key. So the locking mechanism is robust. Barynor and you snap to the left and you can hear the sound of clanking armor shuffling somewhere up the stairs, and you hear the sound of two guards kind of muttering to each other. As she kind of spins the locking mechanism to the right, you hear a distinct click, click. And I'm going to say, Koza, you're still in rat form. You see to the right the goblin at the bars.
Oh.
and kind of sniffing at you.
I will back away from the bars.
And then you see the goblin kind of looking at all of you going, let me out too. Pretty elf. Let me out. I deserve freedom as well. Let me out. And you hear the shuffling ahead of you above the stairs as you see footfalls and armored greaves clanking down the stairs. Hurry, let me out! And the lock snaps open as the door swings. The Marquis, weakly but with purpose, darts out into the hallway. What do you all do?
Moving as quickly and stealthily as we can back to the intersection.
Let me out! Free me from this cell! Let me
I'll pick up the rat and put him on my shoulder.
I was
Okay.
I was actually gonna dart off towards the guards and like distract them to buy us some time.
Okay.
I'm gonna scurry at their feet.
Okay, they hit the ground and run right by you.
Okay, then I'll crawl up one of their legs and up into their armor and get all up in there.
Oh my god.
Right. You're up in there and they're continuing and all of a sudden they notice the rat and his legs, they grab you. I need you to make a strength check.
Oh shit. Strength check?
No, sorry. Strength saving throw.
Okay.
Remember, you have advantage. You can add that D4.
Okay.
Hashtag blessed.
Oh, I can add 4?
You can add a D4.
Add a D4, okay.
Just remember, Koza, how they should have killed Thanos.
That's a 21.
21. Go ahead, Corey.
I was about to say when Barry was saying how they should have killed Thanos. Are you talking about with Ant-Man?
Yes,
no, I am
with
not
Ant-Man.
crawling up their butt. That's gross. Even for a rat.
Even for Koza.
The guard
Koza.
grabs the rat and while you are you're pretty strong for a rat, you're definitely not competing with a fully armored guard. The first guard stops, holds the rat in his hand, and says, "Ugh, bloody rodent vermin," and tosses you again down further down the hallway towards the group. You bounce off the wall, and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the wall. You hear the goblin, "Let me out quickly!" And the guards draw their swords and say, "Support! We've got a break-in! Call the rest of you! Get them out here!" And you see them draw their swords, and you hear scuffling behind them up the stairs as more feet are descending down the stairs. It looks like 6 are descending down the stairs, plus the 2 that are right behind you. The Marquis stands upright. "Quickly, we must make our egress. Let us go!"
We need to stop breaking into places in Brackenshire, especially when the Marquis is involved.
Instead,
I would
here.
agree.
What do you all wish to do? They are fleeing toward, they're pursuing towards you. They're about 30 feet away.
Alright, we're running.
Let me see I'm gonna see what I have to try.
You took 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Are you still a rat?
I don't know.
I mean,
After that, hit points.
I mean,
a rat. 1d4 minus 1.
oh
So,
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not a rat anymore.
All right, Koza springs back into druid form. What is everybody doing?
All right, I've got my sword and shield ready. I'm getting ready to block to kind of slow down their if they can get past me, I'll hold the line. Axton and I can hold the line.
All right,
I'm
go ahead.
I'm yelling for everyone to come down the hallway towards me.
How far away am I from the...
They're getting really close. They're about 5 feet. You guys got to make a decision, or else I'm going to have them start entering your space.
All right,
You either stay or flee.
I'm gonna cast Earth Tremor.
Okay.
They need to make everyone, all of the guards need to make a deck save.
Well, what does Earth Tremor do exactly?
It gives it damages them for 1d6 bludgeoning damage and knocks them prone if they fail a dex save.
Right, but what does it do to the ground?
It makes it difficult terrain.
Okay.
With each 5-foot diameter portion requiring at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
Okay. All right.
And I can cast it 10 feet in front of me.
10 feet in front. All right. 2 of them got 18s. The rest got below a 13. And one got a natural 20 and one got a 16.
Hang on.
So 2 18s, a 16, and a 20 were the higher scores.
Well, they had to beat a 14.
All right, so 4 of them passed. So 4 of them dipped over this unstable earth, and they're able to continue their pursuit.
Move your furry butt. Let's go.
Yeah, I cast that and I
Do you
run.
have one of those wall things?
I don't have like earth wall or anything.
No, do you have like firewall or something?
If you guys run towards me,
Well, yeah, we're running towards you.
but yelled.
Well, I was trying to buy you time.
Towards Kozo. Or not Kozo, Sorry, short names. Already beelining it. We're gone. We're getting out of there.
We're sprinting dead sprint there.
All right, they are past you, Everybody is behind you now.
Wall of fire.
Wall of fire. All right, 4 of them dive through it, so go ahead and roll your damage. And as you guys continue and continue down that short tunnel, you can see the cracked entrance into the Underdark cavern before you. You see these guards dive through this wall. So go ahead and roll your damage.
26.
26. And what is that for me? Is that a dex or is that a con save?
Dex save.
Dex? Alright, 1 got an 18, 1 got a 19, and that's a +2 for both of them. 1 got a natural 1, and 1 got a 9.
So
that's half for 2?
Yeah, half failed.
Yep. 2 of them failed. You see 2 of them hit the ground. God damn you! Bring them up from the rear! Bring a mage! We need to dispel this! And you see the 2 that made it, they are swatting flames off of them. They're about 40 feet behind you, and they continue on their journey. And as you dive into that cavern, you hear the Marquis pipe up, "Go! I will seal our escape!" And you see him, his blue cat-like eyes glow. He raises his hand up. And just as you guys leave, he grabs a sword off of their hilt, looks like a rapier, and kicks one of the guards down as he's on fire. He joins you all, and you see him raise his hand and his blue eyes glow, and that tunnel entrance, you see it start to shake, and this column of stone and earth rises and blocks the entrance. The whole cavern walls start to crack and shiver and shake, and the little bits of stone drop from the ceilings, a couple of stalactites, as the whole area quakes and rumbles, and the path behind you is sealed shut. You can hear muffled screaming behind you, where the guards look like they're trying to slam into the rock. You can see bits of dust and little pebbles poked from between cracks. Doesn't look like it'll hold them forever, but it definitely is going to slow them down quite a bit. You turn around and you see that cracking follow down the pathway that you're going as rock starts to crumble. It seems that this cavern was a little more unstable than perhaps he thought. As he looks around, he's like, "Come on, we must go."
Nobody protested. We're running.
All right. You hear this. You hear that rumbling continue ahead of you, and as you approach the passage that you came through, you see just boulders and heavy rocks falling and plugging up that tight space that you went through until it's silent again.
We have to go through the way we didn't go, right?
You do see about a 10-foot passage ahead of you.
All right, guys. This is the route we didn't take. Let's see if it looks like our only option now.
You can hear the skittering of insects on this side of the tunnel that all seem to be kind of a lot more active and awake, and starting to fill the air with sort of a buzzing sound. And as you enter this this cavern, you hold on, sorry. There we go. As you find yourself in this cavern, it opens up into a wide chamber, about 60, 70 feet. This place is absolutely covered from head to toe in the same weird ribbons of spindly, resin ribbon-like material. It's draped across the ceiling, all along the floor, all along the walls. And there are little tunnels and holes, and you can hear the sound of creatures with, multi-legged creatures kind of walking around in here. I'm gonna say, whoever's out front, you see an insect with kind of a tough body, kind of like a pill bug, kind of walk close to you, about the size of a cantaloupe. And as it approaches, I'm gonna say, just for the sake of argument, it's Axton. It approaches your foot and looks like it's about to latch onto your foot with these pincher-like mandible mouthpieces.
Sorry, my wife is retching in the other room right now.
Bugs.
Yep.
Can't say I blame her.
What do you wish to do, Axton,
I will
as
try
this
to avoid
creature? Try to avoid it? How are you doing that?
I guess I'll jump over it.
You'll jump over it? Okay.
Yeah.
Easily done. You clank in front of it, and it turns around and follows you and tries to latch onto your leg. I'm going to say I gave you adequate time to react to it, so it's going to attack your foot. That is a good 17.
That's a miss.
Well, it doesn't miss, but it just latches onto your foot. Looks like it's trying to pierce your foot, or your greave armor, and pierce into your foot. Doesn't seem like it's getting much purchase. And as you look around, you look behind you all, and the passage that you entered, you see this huge, immense, 20-foot wide creature descend down on huge, spindly legs into the passageway that you were just in. And it looks like it backs up, swells its body, and just kind of wedges itself into place and just sits there. As the sound of encroaching, chattering, chittering wings and legs and mandibles of all these creatures you see the walls start to shift and quiver and move as these creatures start to encapsulate you. It seems like the noise that you made perhaps woke them up. And as you all stand here, as you're beginning to be approached by this encroaching swarm of insects, we're going to take a quick break.
Now we know why this is the road less traveled.
I hate bugs. I hate bugs so much. I am actively not thinking about it. We are thinking about puppies and kittens,
unicorns,
Swarm of puppies.
mallows, anything other than that sound in my head, because it's going to
Swarm of corgis.
There we
All
go.
right,
I'll think about the swarm of corgis.
I'll make sure that over the break I'm gonna find a really disgusting insect sound to play during the battle.
I can't do it.
So we're gonna make this a quick one, and we'll come back here at 4:45. All right, and we'll see you back here.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, party people.
Okay.
So you can see right here is where you guys all entered from. And there is a large beetle-like creature wedged into it. You can see several insect-like creatures dotting the area. So I need everybody, and you can see the Marquis right here. I need everybody to go ahead and place yourselves at somewhere in the southern portion of this map and roll initiative, as everybody is now awake and they are out for blood.
Blah.
Blah, blah.
And what does the Marquis get?
Why won't it place my mini?
It's not letting me place mine. Start steps.
I'm also way too big.
Giant Axton.
You will notice on the western part of the map, there appears to be a passageway that is blocked off by intertwined webbing. Looks like there are humanoid shape objects that are spun up into cocoons, and that seems to be blocking the whole area.
Steph and I can't place our.
Yeah, it's not letting me place my mini.
What? Why?
I don't know.
I don't know.
This roll 20 sucks.
I don't understand why it does this to some of you. Looks like Yuno is able to now.
So when I go to my image and there's that little box, the little square in the corner, it's not lit up. Like it's it's faded.
I don't know why. Maybe you have to reset your connection. But there's that. There's Yathara.
And
So
Luna.
can you guys pick up your character and move him around? Hold on, I'll get to you, Koza.
Yeah, I can.
All right,
I can.
place-
Once they're down, I can do that.
All right, place your minis. Roll for initiative. Do all the things.
Dance monkeys.
Oh God, do you have spiritual weapon or spiritual guardians on this character too?
No, but I have an aura.
You have what?
I have an
Auras.
aura of protection.
Ah, okay.
All friendly creatures, including myself, within 10 feet get a +4 bonus to all
Oh,
saving.
I don't know what your initiative is. Your shit's not set up.
Okay. Well, I rolled 15.
So 20.
No, 15 total.
Oh, okay.
Koza, you need to roll initiative.
Yeah, I know. It's giving me trouble. Hang on. Let's see. Does this work?
13 for me.
Oh, god damn it.
That sounded like it was a good number.
Okay, here we are. Are we missing anybody? Oh, wait. Yep, the Marquis in there too. Cool. Okay.
I need Luna put down.
Okay. I will do that. Where are you? Right there.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay. The bugs rolled really high.
Jesus
So
Christ.
this one that attacked Axton right here is going to go ahead and try again. And yep. That one's going to attack. That is not good. Okay. The pill beetles, they're about the size of a small dog, just kind of attacking your feet. Misses you horribly there, Axton. But this one up here is going to move. It's 10, 20, 30 right here. And it's going to attack hold on. It's going to attack Axton as well. Little pinchers in its feet. Man, that's a low roll. That's an 8. That's not going to do it. Let's see. Who else? This guy. 10, 20. Yep, this one's going to end up right next to Luna and attack Luna. That is going to be an 11.
Just
Guessing that's not good enough.
yeah, that misses.
Okay. 10, 20, 30. Another one's going to attack Luna. Oh, that's a natural 20. Ooh.
That hits.
All right, so that's going to be a total of 6 points of piercing damage. And that's going to... let me see if any of the rest of them are going to stay put. They're not going to move. So that ends the Pill Beetle's turns. It is Barynor Skyshade's turn. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark this one.
All right, let me go ahead and do that. Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark, yes. Alright. And then I'm going to shoot it with the gardener's bow.
Okay.
24?
24 definitely hits.
Okay. And...
Although I will say this, as you shoot it, you notice that your arrow doesn't stick in it nearly as hard as you thought. You get the feeling that these creatures have very tough hides for something so small.
Alright. My Hunter's Mark is a... What's that? Been a little while since I played this character. Okay. Alright. A D6 added to that. Nice. So, all total, that was 19 points of damage. Oh, and it's engaged with Luna, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's sneak attack as well, which is another D6. So, 24 points of total damage on that.
Okay. And I need Luna and...
Oh, no.
Who's attacking it?
Barynor
Okay, so,
is attacking. Yeah.
I just need Luna, so it explodes into an acrid, corrosive liquid spraying everywhere.
Fuck.
So I need Luna to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no. Okay.
She takes 3 points of acid damage.
Okay.
As this thing just sprays this caustic liquid all over her.
Alright. And then Luna will be commanded to take a bite attack against this one.
Alright.
It's a natural one as well. Jesus Christ. Luna!
Hey, man, she just got a face full of bug juice.
Yeah. Alright.
Just saying.
I'm assuming an 8 doesn't hit. Anyways.
No.
Alright, so that's I'm gonna back up to just right here, and that's my turn.
All right. You are next with Iyethara on deck.
All right, Caps.
Going to cast Reduce on the big bug.
Okay.
It's got to make a con saving throw.
Saving throw. That's that's a 19 plus plus 3. That's a 22.
That's nothing. I'm going to then back up, and I'm going to... Is that a creature, or is that somebody stuck in?
That is a swarm of bugs. As a matter of fact, I'll just do this real quick. This is what they look like. They look like that.
Gigantic bug.
These look like this. These look like this. These like big praying mantis looking creatures. So yeah, that's a swarm of insects there.
And I'm going to try to shove this one away from Luna.
It's a strength check. Not great. That's a 7.
It fails and gets pushed back 5 feet.
All right.
I'll end my turn.
Okay. Iyethara, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. So, I am going to stay where I am for now. I'm going to take a shot at the big one. And since I'm going before it in the turn order, I get advantage.
Okay. Which big one are you going for?
The big giant one blocking the way.
Oh, okay, this guy? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how to make that work. Excuse me. It'll be a 25 to hit.
25 hits? What are you shooting it with?
My crossbow.
Okay.
Okay, so... And then... Well, it's crap for damage. That'll be 12 points of damage. Well, no, I can re-roll one of those guys. 15 points of damage to...
15 points of damage on the big one. Yeah, your arrow kind of sticks into its... you got to catch it right in the eye. But the rest of its body, it just seems like it's made of, like, pure rock. You got a pretty good shot on it, though.
Yeah, and then I will move. Move over here and bonus action hide.
Okay. As you pass this guy right here, he's going to go ahead and take a bite out of your foot as you leave. That's an 18.
That hits.
All right. That is going to be 2 points of piercing damage. As you skitter by it, it just kind of slams down on your foot and kind of sticks hard with its little pincher mouth.
Okay.
All right.
And yep, that's my turn.
Okay. The Marquis. Oops. And he looks like this. He shouts to Barynor, "Barynor, toss me a dagger." Barynor, hello.
I can't really what's going on.
Hello.
Yeah, we're having trouble hearing you.
Hello.
There you go. That's much better.
Alright, I toss him a dagger.
Okay. He is going to actually move towards this swarm here. He is going to make a slash with his rapier and scatter this swarm away. I'm going to move it over here just because I need it out of the way for now. Scatter this swarm with his rapier. He just, in one fell swoop, you see him just sort of with this rapier he took off the hip of the guard, and then he's gonna continue his movement into the center of the room. Actually, he's gonna move towards this way, and that's gonna end his turn. Actually, you know what? He raises his hand that has the dagger, and he's going to cast Firebolt right at this dude. You see this little eruption of like yellowish energy spin out of his hand in a spiral towards this bug, and that's pretty good. That's an 18. That's gonna hit, and he's gonna do 5 points of fire damage on this guy right here, and it just kind of recoils. That's gonna end his turn. Giovanni Corvino is next.
Right. I am going to take my movement to come. Well, I can't get everybody on this fern to be able to flank Axton. Can I get to here without?
No, that's a solid place where that big giant plant is taking up space.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll just move right over here, and this bug that's engaging him, I'm going to take a couple swings with my longsword.
Okay.
First attack is just a 10. Second attack.
10 does not hit.
10. Nope.
Just bounces off his hard carapace.
13.
13 does hit.
All right. That is 11 points of slashing. I'm going to pump a divine smite into that.
You don't need to.
Okay.
Because it bursts.
Okay.
And when it does, it shoots caustic liquid all over Axton and Giovanni. So I need you both to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay. We get +4 to it as well. You add +4 to your.
Okie dokie. Well, I don't know why I rolled at disadvantage, but that would be a 19 plus 4, so 23.
Nat 20.
All right, yeah. I mean, you guys don't necessarily dodge out of the way, but it just sprays all over your armor to the point where it doesn't really burn or melt anything, and you guys are fine. This little thing, it's like a pulsing, bulging bomb, and as soon as you smacked it with your longsword, it just blew up in front of you.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to walk around. Come here.
Okay.
And let's see. Anything for bonus action? Yes, for my bonus action, I am going to cast Blade Ward.
Okay.
So I will have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So for the next.
Is there something I can put up for that?
Maybe like a shield or something.
Let's do this. All right. Anything else?
Thus endeth my turn.
All right. The bug swarm that you are right next to is actually going to inhabit your space. Oh, crap. Hold on. There we go. Covering you in tiny insects that are just going to tear into the seams between your armor and your exposed face. Although I believe you're wearing that helmet, but your face is still exposed, and just kind of getting in all the little soft doughy bits underneath your skirt, in between your legs. Not a fun time. That's going to be +3. All right. That's going to be an 18 +3 is 21.
That actually, let's see. No, I don't have anything in my reaction. Yep, that hits.
Okay.
It's AC 4.
2 +3 is 5 +4 is 9. +4 is 13 points of piercing damage. As this swarm is in its full swing. It is roiling. Yep. So that would be 6.
Yes.
As you feel these little bugs just biting you all over. This swarm is going to, let's see, its speed is 20. Good. It can't get you guys yet. It's going to 10. Actually, it's going to attack the Marquis. Can't quite get into his space yet. But that is going to be a 16, so that's going to hit him. You see these bugs leap all over and swarm the Marquis. And they do a total of 9 points of piercing damage to the Marquis. As you hear him, these goddamn vermin! Let's see, this swarm... You do see a bunch of... you see these large objects over here start to wiggle and erupt, with a bunch of smaller little creatures start to pour out of them. There we go. But that's going to end their turn. Axton's turn is next.
Oh, I'll hit the one that's right there in front of me.
Okay.
I believe I get advantage because of Giovanni.
Yes, you do.
26 to hit.
26 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. I need you and Giovanni to make another dex save.
That's 12.
12, that's a fail.
10.
Alright, you both take 1 point of acid damage as this thing detonates
1 point?
in between you. Yep, 1 point.
And I don't know if I can hit the swarm or not without damaging Giovanni.
No, they are sharing space. I'll say...
Yep.
I'll say if you miss, you'll hit Giovanni. You can try to attack, but if you miss, you will hit him.
It might not be worth that then. No, I'll try to hit it to get it off of him. I'm sorry, Giovanni. 15 to hit.
Let's see here. Yes, that hits. You're good.
Perfect. So that's 15 slashing damage towards the swarm.
Okay. You get the feeling about that with one fell swoop, you don't really, I'll say this, you don't really slice at these things. You kind of turn your halberd and use it like a paddle to swat at them. And you catch about half of this swarm, and they just splat against the side of your axe.
Okay. Then we'll go into my tunnel defense, and then end my turn.
All right. This bug right here is going after Iathara, and you see it just sort of flit through the air about 10. By the way, this cavern is about 30, 40 feet tall. You see that this guy right here start to flit through the air and land right next to Iathara. I need Iathara to make a strength saving throw, please.
Okey-dokey.
And while she's doing that, this one is going to flit through the air. Hold on.
That's a natural 1 for 2.
All right, you are restrained as it catches you in its like front arms. You're grappled.
Gotcha.
All right. This guy's gonna move down here and sit right next to Luna. And that guy's gonna crunch down on you for a 16.
16 attacking Luna.
Yep. No, 16 attacking Iathara.
That misses.
That misses. All right. And yes, this guy down here is going to attack Luna. I need her to make a strength save.
Wasn't Iathara hiding? Did it see her?
That is a good point. Let's see if he sees her. Nope.
Yay.
Never mind. You are not grappled or restrained or whatever.
Thank you.
So he instead is going to go after. He's going to settle down here and plant right in front of Axon and harass you.
Well, as soon as he gets
So I
within
need you
10
to make
feet
a
of me,
strength
I'll
saving
attack
throw.
him.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, strength save for Luna.
Strength save for both y'all.
12 for Luna.
All right. Luna is restrained.
Okay.
27 hit
That hits.
and slashing damage, and I'm also going to do a trip attack to make it fall down.
Okay. That
One.
is a 13.
It fails.
All right. So that's 11 points total.
So it might not even be able to reach me.
Why wouldn't it be able to reach you?
Well, it had to move, and
Yeah.
then it has to trip and fall down and use half of its movement to get back up.
Well, it's next to you.
Well,
Right
I
here.
attacked it as soon as it was within 10 feet of me.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's a good point. Let's do that nice and fair and square. It moved to here. So it has half of its movement left, which should be another 15. Half of that is 7, so it only needs to move 5. But it needs to get up.
I think you deleted the bugs that had the initiative for the small ones.
Well, they had a 22,
They did.
so I'll put that back in there.
I just wanted to
Teacher,
remind
you
you.
forgot to give us homework. I'm kidding. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I need a strength save from Axton, and it is going to try to bite Luna. It only got a 11.
That misses.
Okay, so it missed her, but she's restrained. Axton, you are good. You are not restrained. You're able to wiggle free. It got a 19 on its attack, though. Is that enough to hit?
It can make a grapple and attack. 19 is my AC.
Okay. Yes, it can. It gets to do both. It's gonna stab down hard with these front pincher-like appendages on its arms for that's gonna be 14 points of piercing damage. That's gonna end its turn. Koza, you are next.
Alrighty. I am going to move about 20 or so feet up here.
Okay.
And I will cast Sacred Flame on this swarm of bugs.
Alright.
They need to make a dex save.
Okay, that is a 9.
They fail. They take
Okay.
1d8 radiant damage.
Let's see. it doesn't have any resistances to that. Okay.
Alright, so they take 3 points of radiant damage. And as
3
a bonus,
points.
as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on the Marquis. And it gives him
what
a
does
plus
that do?
It gives him a +2 to his AC for 10 minutes.
Cool. Alright.
And that's my turn.
+2 you said, or +3?
+2.
Okay, because he's not wearing any armor at all. So that is going to be pretty clutch.
Why is it only
Okay.
1d8 damage? We're level, like...
Because I'm only a level 3 in Cleric.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As long as your
Yeah,
overall
goes off
class
your-
level is...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
character level is what takes that on. So roll another d8.
Okay. Another 3.
It's enough. It scatters them to the wind.
Yay!
You burn them all away.
Thank you, Axton.
All right, top of the round. You are going. Let's see here. This bug here is going to move right to there. This one's going to move to the Marquis. This guy's going to move up a little bit. And as these things are attacking, let's see, Koza, Iathara are really the only ones that see this, but right over here, you hear this high-pitched screeching sound. And you see a set of wings ascending, followed by a centipede-like face about 2 feet wide, and rows of these short, stubby, rib-like appendages that are just rippling up and down its body. It emerges from this crater, this hole in the ground, and plops itself right here. And you notice that at the bottom of its abdomen, it has a face-hugger-like arrangement of mandible-like claws that encapsulate and crown a tooth-lined maw. And it looks like this motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Oh, is it that big?
Welcome to my nightmare.
It is not that big. It is that big.
Oh, okay.
It
Jeez,
lands
man.
right there.
I like it.
Yeah,
It's changing our armor. It's changing our undergarments of free
it's
action.
so gross.
Flashbacks of New Vegas.
And
Yeah.
what you see in your visage is this. As it crawls out of this hole and hovers above the ground about 15-20 feet.
Oh, what beautiful colored wings. He looks pretty.
Mothra.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and add the queen into the rotation. That's pretty good. That's a 13.
Thank you.
Joe, I'm shooting you a quick message, okay?
Sorry?
I'm shooting you a quick message on Discord.
Okay. Alright. This bug is attacking Luna. That's a natural 20.
God damn it. Yeah, that hits.
Dog. Ominous.
Hello. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Doesn't hit for much. It's only 3 points of piercing.
Alright.
And none of the other bugs, the one bug's going after the Marquis. That's a natural 1. None of the rest can hit, so it is Barynor's turn next. And I have to look up something for Corey. Because I believe I know what you're talking about, and it was kind of a mixture of both.
Do you want me to wait then, or?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Alright. I'm going to shift my hunter's mark to this guy with my bonus action.
Okay.
And then one more. Yes. Yeah. Gross. Alright, and I'm gonna shoot him with Steph. Alright, and then I'm gonna hit him with the hunter, the gardener's bow. Or try to hit him. 14?
14 misses, apparently.
Okay. Alright. Luna is restrained, but can she still attack the thing?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. She shall.
Or wait, hold on. Maybe not. Let me look that up again. Can't benefit from bonuses to speed. Let me see here. Blah, 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 blah. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
So my attack,
yeah, that's it. Her attacks have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage against dex saves.
Okay, so I'll roll again for her disadvantage roll. Okay, so 20 was the low. 20 was the low.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
All right. Okay. 9 points of piercing damage, and he needs to make a DC 11 strength save.
Okay. It's cocked. That is a 8. He's large, though, so you know.
Oh,
it's a large creature. Yeah, this guy right here is large.
If the target is a creature, it must succeed. It doesn't say anything about size.
Okay.
I'm just reading what's in the thing for pounce. No, if the target is a creature, it must succeed a DC. So it is knocked prone.
Okay. Man, you guys are tripping my big mantis creatures something crazy.
So I don't know if does that break the grapple then?
I don't think so. I think it's still holding on to her, even though they're kind of wrestling on the ground now.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so he's prone, but still grappled Luna. All right.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh my God! Can one thing? All right. Yuno is next. Holy moly! I got 3 things up.
Okay, I'm gonna use my telekinetic pull to pull whoever this is back 5 feet.
That's the Marquis. He is not going to resist. And do we determine that anybody you pull away or push towards gets an attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay.
So it's
I
force.
I believe that's only force movement.
Oh, okay. Well, he's
only
moving him away from this guy.
Yeah,
right.
So he would.
No, it's only voluntarily moving that gets the opportunity attacks, not forced movements.
Unless there's an area of effect, like Spirit Guardians. It could pull somebody into Spirit Guardians. Because it's an area, they're going to take it, but...
Okay, fine. Fine.
I'm going to cast Wall of Fire as a cone, a cylinder.
And where is that going to be?
This guy.
Around which guy?
This guy.
There's nobody there.
There's a big bug.
It's the big bug.
You mean this guy?
The big bug on the map, unless that's been updated and I'm just not seeing something right. There's a big flying bug on the map.
Yeah, it's right here. It's about 40 feet in the air right now. Just so you know. It's not on the ground. It is flying.
If you reload the map, it's higher up. Yeah, on mine it was showing it further down too.
Oh, then never mind. I'm not going to do that. That's dumb. Well, since it's 40 foot in the air, I'm just going to hit it with a fireball.
Fireball, cool. Is that a dex save? That is a 10. That's a failure.
25 points of fire damage.
20. It takes all of it.
And that will
you guys see this explosion, and the queen bug just kind of recoils. Its wings are on fire. Its body is on fire. It's dripping slime, and it's trying to put itself out. It starts spinning around in a circle. It takes all of that.
And that ends my turn.
I just want to let you all know Steph is hating this.
Why?
I don't blame her.
Ignoring all of it. I'm actively ignoring.
Okay. It's my turn, I would imagine. Can I do something? No.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Ithara's next.
Okay. Sorry, something was up with my Discord. So I'm going to fire at the queen because she hasn't gone yet in the turn order. She hasn't gone yet in combat. I get advantage.
Assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a natural 20.
Oh!
Nice. This queen showed up and immediately had a terrible day.
Okay, so that'll be 5 times 2 is 10 plus sneak attack. 13 times 2 is 28, so it'll be 38 plus 5 is gonna be 43? Yeah, 43 points of damage.
43 points. Holy crap.
Wait, hold on. I get to re-roll a couple of those because they were ones. 43. 43 is 43, 44. My beats. So it'll be 44 points of damage.
44?
44 total.
Okay, it's dead. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, come on.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to use
Definitely rethinking some life decisions.
my bonus action. I'm going to use steady aim, which means I'm not going to move at all. I get, again, giving myself advantage on my next attack. And then that'll be my turn.
Is that it? What's next?
That's it.
Okay. It is the Marquis' turn. The Marquis is going to step in front here, in between the Queen and Ithara, and is stabby this guy right here with his rapier. That's a pretty good hit. He's going to burst it into pieces. He's going to have to make a dex save. He is going to fail and take 1 point of acid damage. And he is going to toss his dagger and hopefully be able to retrieve it at the Queen. That's pretty good. That's a 23. And that is a 7 points of slashing or piercing damage on the Queen. And he's going to use the rest of his movement to stand next to Ithara. It is the Queen's turn.
Dum, dum,
She's going to rise up into the air, her wings beating. She is reeling from the fireball damage that she just sustained, and she's going to descend as fast as she can towards Koza, and that face hugger like mandible jaw area is going to.
Anyway.
Huh?
I said perfect. I needed her closer anyway.
Yeah, that face hugger like mandible at the bottom of her abdomen is going to grab you. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, please pass this. I have a pretty cool move planned. 13?
Not enough. She grabs you.
Fuck.
You are restrained, and she lifts you into the air and begins to swallow you.
God damn it.
She's going to do... Oh god, I rolled 2 ones. 2 points of piercing damage as her jaw tries to get around your huge fur-bulg frame, but you can feel her pushing and shoving you into the bottom of her abdomen. You are now 30 feet in the air and being chewed on. That's going to end her turn. It is Giovanni Corvino's turn.
Alright. As these things are stinging all around me. Big boss lady come in. Enough of this. I'm going to use my action to change my form. Let me get rid of that. Over here. So I am assuming the form now of a young bronze dragon. And that was my action. I'm going to take my movement to get up into the air. I've got about a 30 foot fly speed or something. I'm going to come up to about here.
All right. Let's see here. A swarm of insects is going to bite you as you leave, but it is super damaged, so it does not have a very good shot. Nope, that's a 9.
Nope. All right.
You leave it behind. And because this is your first time using this form, I'm going to give you a free action. What the hell? Spread them wings and do something cool.
Do something cool. I'm going to come up, and with that action, I'm going to use my lightning breath on the queen. She needs to make a DC 15 Dex saving throw.
All right. She is also grappling and restraining with Koza.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to hit him too.
No, I'm aiming up high.
All right, it's a huge creature. I'll allow you to target
I can take it.
one of its body parts, but it did get. You said a dex save. It got an 18.
Okay, so it just takes half.
It zipped out of the way. You just caught the edge of it.
So it takes 15 points of lightning damage.
All right. Starting to show some real wear and tear. It's not super hurt.
All right. And that's it.
Let's see here. Did you put your... I don't think you entered your new form into the initiative order, so I will do that for you.
Where is it? Yeah, it was a 13.
Good enough.
You have got to be shitting me. You had a dragon? That's not what I meant when I said we needed muscle. Jesus Christ.
To be fair, I didn't know either.
To be
You didn't know he was a... Didn't know he was a dragon? How did you not know he was a dragon? He was your friend. Did you lie to me?
Quote friend.
You're lying to me. Can't... What is going on? It's a bad dream.
A lot of things. There's a giant bug eating me. Now quit it.
Priorities.
At that point, Axton, you are next.
I like the cow, man. We must save him.
I will attack the mantis in front of me then.
All right.
Normal attack. Critical.
Critical. Nice.
It's only like 17 damage.
It still counts.
Actually, because it's a critical, I'll also use menacing attack, which also gets
All
critical.
right. That's a wisdom.
Yes. So that's actually another, instead of 5, 10 damage.
Well, it failed. Another 5 points, and
That's actually double because it's a critical, so it's 10 points plus.
okay,
17.
got it. And it cannot get any closer to you, and its attacks against you have disadvantage.
As long as it's within my sight, yeah. I'll make my second attack against it.
All right.
17.
17 hits.
13 damage.
All right, you actually slice off one. It's got 4 of these blade-like appendages. You just hack one of it off, and it starts spilling this purple, this sickly purple, kind of orange fluid, dumping it onto the ground.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still up?
Oh yeah, it's still up.
I'll use my action surge. I'll get another 2 attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That hits.
And yeah.
Damn, you're rolling high. They both hit. Yeah. You chop it up. It is still up, but it is not looking good right now.
And again, bonus action. Bonus action, tunnel defense.
Got it. It's going to nervously attack you at disadvantage. It just got chopped the hell up. Yeah, the low one is a 5. That's not good. Or a natural 5. I'm sure it doesn't hit with my bonus.
Oh.
That's that one. This one, however, gets to go, and it's going to attack Luna. It is prone. It's going to use half its speed to get up. And its attack against you has advantage because it is restraining you. That is a natural 19, which hits her for 9 points of piercing damage.
9 points?
Yep.
Okay.
Koza, you are next.
Okay. So can I use... So I'm restrained. So obviously I can't use somatic components for my spells. Can I use verbal?
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance because that's verbal and material, and it only requires a holy symbol, which I have. This bug creature, the queen, has to succeed a Constitution saving throw.
All right. That's a natural 10 plus 3 is 13.
I think mine is higher than that. Yep, she had to beat a 14. Alrighty, motherfuckers. She takes 2d6. She takes 2d6 radiant damage to the face.
Right. I'm gonna have her roll concentration. That's a natural 1. She drops you.
Yeah.
You fall 30 feet.
Okay. And then, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon right next to her.
All right, go ahead and place that. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground hard.
Worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, and then let me pull up my Spiritual Weapon. Okay. Did it place? I don't think it... It's not letting me place it. Well... I'm going to put it in between her and the Marquis. Yeah, right there.
Got it.
And I am going to have it make an attack against her.
Okay. Slicey dicey.
I think... What bonuses do I add for it? I think it's just a straight roll. Okay. We're going to roll a d20. 19! Does that hit?
It does.
Alright, she's gonna take 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier, so plus 3.
Just keep in mind that she's 30 feet in the air, so therefore your weapon has to be.
Right.
Okay.
She takes 7 points of slashing damage.
Nice. Yeah, chop
To
her
the
up.
face.
She's showing signs of wear and tear for sure. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Alright, this swarm of bugs is going to occupy Iathara's space.
Was that within 10 feet of me?
It was right here.
No, that's too far away.
That is going to be a 17.
17 hits. Just barely, though. That's my AC.
That's going to be 5 points of piercing damage as these bugs bite you all over your body.
Ow, ow! Hate bugs!
This bug is going to slither its way over to Yuno and attack him. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That is going to chew away. Now, you didn't mention anything about a ward. Did you put up a ward?
In the morning, yeah.
Sorry?
In the morning, yes.
Alright. I'll let it go. You take away 14 points of piercing damage from your ward. And that seems to be... Oh, nope, there's one... Hold on, I gotta get this guy out. He's gonna come over to the dragon. And he's gonna attack the dragon. He's gonna attack him for 17.
Just miss. Oh, that is my AC. 17 is my AC.
Okie dokie, the dragon takes 9 points of slashing damage, or piercing damage, sorry. Right on your dragon tail.
Alright.
Barynor, you are next with Uno on deck.
Oh, I'm gonna use my legendary action since he nipped at my tail. I'm gonna use a legendary action to do a tail attack on him.
Do it.
Yeah.
What? Wait, you
Slap
didn't
him
get legendary action? What?
Yeah, he does.
What?
He's the Duke's son, man. He's legendary.
I want to be
Legends,
legendary.
wait for it. Dairy.
I want to be legendary. That's my goal now.
You have a
I don't know why
dragon? Still don't understand.
We have a dragon?
I don't know.
Have a
I don't
dragon.
know which one. Why didn't it? Ah. I rolled a 10.
Nope, not enough. You
Yeah,
go to
I'll-
slap back and it misses.
Yeah.
Kind of like a cat. You kind of scratch its tail and it just sort of whips its tail around. You didn't hit anything.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Barynor.
Attack that same mantis guy that's grappled with Luna.
Sorry, how much damage was that? 9, you said?
Yeah.
9? Okay.
Does a 27 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Ugh. Alright. And Hunter's Mark and sneak attack damage. Not that great. 9 all
Not that
total.
great. Still counts.
Yep. Every little bit counts. Alright, Luna
All right.
is gonna come. And Luna's gonna come in with her attack. And this is a disadvantage, correct? So do that. 10 doesn't hit. Alright. I'm gonna move back and bonus action hide.
Okay.
Do I need a roll for anything? Or?
Yeah, you need to roll a stealth check. I believe you
All right.
get advantage on it, though.
Well, I have my my cloak, so 24.
Yeah, that's good enough. Yep, you are well hidden.
Alright.
You are right next to this big tank-looking beetle that hasn't really been doing much, and you can see it kind of like moving its eye towards you, like it sees you, but you don't see it like chattering or reaching for you or anything. It's just kind of wedged in this space where you guys entered the room. But it is Yuno's turn.
That's all Bubba know to do.
I am just going to huck a firebolt or fireball at the giant flying one.
Okay.
Boy.
30 feet in the air, so.
Oh, yeah. That's a dex save. She gets a 17.
So that passes. She's going to take half.
She's not looking too great, though.
So full is 30.
All right, 15. All right, she's still up. She's missing some legs. She's got some serious scorch marks. She's taken 2 fireballs straight to the chest. She's hovering still, but not doing super good.
And for good measure, I'm going to push this little bug.
You got a natural 1.
So he moves 5 feet.
What the? He is away from you. Get away,
And
bug.
I'm going to move in a zigzag pattern. Over to
Serpentine.
I'll end my turn.
Okay. Iathara, you're up.
Okay, I would like to try and get rid of all the bugs
Swarming on me.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with it. Dagger attack. And a 17 hit.
It does. They're real easy to hit. They're all up in your face.
9 points of damage.
Yeah, you scatter them to the wind. That was a small swarm.
Okay.
You kind of just like swat at them with your dagger a bunch of times until they leave you alone.
Okie dokie. Then I'm going to move over one space and take a shot at The praying mantis thing.
Sorry, say that again? He broke up.
Okay, so I'm going to move over one, so I got a clear shot, and then I'm going to take a straight shot at the praying mantis fighting Axton.
Okay.
Oh, 27 to hit.
27 definitely hits.
And that'll be 9 points of damage.
Yep, it falls dead. You shot it right in its face.
You're welcome! And then that'll be my turn.
Alright, it is the Marquis' turn. The Marquis is going to attack this bug that is going after the dragon with his rapier. That is 16, that hits. That's going to be enough. It bursts. He's going to dodge out of the way with uncanny dodge. And narrowly miss. He is also going to get in between Yuno and the queen and hurl his dagger at the queen. Oh no, he doesn't have his dagger. He's going to shoot another firebolt at it. That's not very good. He misses. And it is the queen's turn. The queen, seeing this, is going to swoop down about 10 feet above the air and grab the Marquis. That's pretty good. That's he has to make a strength save, sorry. That's a natural 5. Alright, this thing has the Marquis in its mouth. In its butt mouth. And it's going to grab with all these mandibles, wrap around the Marquis' body, and lift him into the air about 20 feet and start crunching down onto him. You hear him. That's going to end his turn. It is Giovanni's turn.
It is Giovanni's turn. All right. I rolled a d6. My breath weapon did not recharge.
Aw, it sucks.
I know. So I am going to come in. I'm still within range of him, so I am going to make a bite attack to show up. My chat kind of just toggled off for some reason. I'm going to try reload roll 20. Give me just a minute. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. Axton, you're up next if you want to think about what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
All right. Here we are. Okay, so bite attack. 23 to hit.
Is that on the little bug or the big bug?
The queen.
Okay, you're gonna have to jump up into the air or fly or something like that.
I am in the air. In the air.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, 22 hits.
Hits. Let me roll damage. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 points of piercing damage.
Ooh. She's looking real rough. You just took a big chunk out of her abdomen. And I'm going to have her roll. She rolled an 8. She drops the Marquis again. He falls 20 feet and takes... Ooh, man, he takes 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Man. He falls right on his clavicle. And you hear her...
And only a 9 for my claw attack.
How do you want to do this?
Yay! So as I'm coming up, I just grapple the tail end there and just take my mouth and just completely just crunch down on it and dive down and pulverizing the queen into the ground. Just like a dog with a chew toy. Just actually one of those stone pillars. I just smash her into one of those stalagmites. Yeah.
She just kind of, her whole abdomen just sort of splats with this green fluid, Icarus material, just sort of sprays everywhere. Koza, you are covered in bug juice.
Ew.
You raise your head up. You raise your head up, and this green liquid is just dripping from your maw as your amethyst eyes flare as this thing's wings. It can't even make any noise anymore. Just and its wings shiver and shiver and then stop.
And then I let out a victory roar and take my movement, come over here.
All right.
No, I'm still in the air.
Yep. Okay, Axon, you're next.
Well, I'm guessing the mantis that was right here is gone.
Yep. Well, he's been killed. He is no longer moving.
Okay. Alright, 10 to 15. Yeah, I'll move right across and go over here. I shall attack this little bug and then attack that bug.
Okay.
Attack. Where is it?
Yeah, I like that. Just covered in grossness. In bug viscera. Yeah, that hits.
Should be enough to kill that little one.
Yeah, that thing splatters. I need you and Luna and, well, how high are you up in the air, Giovanni?
How high up in the air?
Yeah.
Probably about 20, 25 feet.
Alright, so it misses you, so I need Luna and, okay, Luna, you both fail. You take 3 points of acid damage, both of you.
That's nothing.
As this little bug bursts.
I'm grappled. I can't do dex save it anyways.
That bug is gone.
Luna's grappled anyways, so.
A little bit closer and see if I can chop off one of those arms.
She's restrained. She only, she has disadvantage.
Oh, she had disadvantage on dex saves? I thought she couldn't do them at all.
The creature has restrained. The creature has disadvantage on dex save throws.
I thought she was
speed is 0.
Okay. All right, whatever. Either way, she fails. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how much damage?
3 points of acid damage.
All right.
JP.
All right. This one gets cleaved in twain. It is dead.
Thank God.
And then, bonus action. Actually, I'll bonus action heal.
Well, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
With that, it is Koza's turn. I'll give him a turn. There's not much left on the field. There's one bug right here. There's some swarms up here, and it looks like they're kind of... As soon as the queen died, it looked like the bugs became disoriented and started looking for ways to flee.
Okay. Well, I had this really cool move planned, but I guess I'm gonna have to do it on something else. Let's see. Is it a action or bonus action to move my spiritual weapon?
And life I gain.
Bonus action. Okay. And then... Where did it go? There it is. Okay. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on this bug.
Alright.
I have to make a ranged spell attack. 9 plus 6, 15 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He takes 4d6 radiant damage.
Jeez.
Yeah, Guiding Bolt is no joke. Alright. He takes 12 points of radiant damage, and the next attack roll made against him is with advantage. And I'm going to take my spiritual weapon and move it. How far in the air is it?
Well,
30 feet?
Your spiritual weapon needs to make a dex save because it gets covered in acidic spray as this thing bursts.
Oh, I killed it! Yay!
Everything else seems to be slithering away into holes and skittering out as it seems like the fight has been driven away from the remainder of these small little bugs.
Yay, we did it! Okay, now what the hell is the deal with this giant-ass beetle?
We don't need to worry about the giant-ass beetle. It's blocking the soldiers from getting to us. We need to go out this way.
He is correct. You see on the western side of this room, your passage is blocked by similar ribbon-like resin that's been spindled and webbed across and holding what looks like cocooned oblong shapes, roughly humanoid-shaped. spun in these kind of weird bundles, just kind of straddled across the entire passage.
I'm gonna go over to it and cast Produce Flame.
Produce Flame. Good enough. It doesn't take much to reveal the interior of this blockage, but it's rather thick. It looks like it's about 10 to 15 feet thick. It might require a little more effort than just a small flame in front of you. You are able to burn it away, though.
Alrighty, guys.
I'd like to take some of those mantis arms to see if I can, sell them or get them reproduced into weapons or something.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be cool, like daggers.
Make me a medicine check.
Survival or medicine?
Medicine. Yeah, you can do survival.
They're both the same.
See if
it doesn't really matter.
See if you can accurately remove these without damaging them.
Can I help chop away some of this webbing with the wind razor?
Absolutely.
And
10. I mean, I'll say you get 1.
Anything on in or on the cocoon bodies that we're seeing as we're cutting and burning away?
Yeah, you can roll investigation.
Sure, why not?
I reverted back to my Genasi form, just for the record.
Got it.
Normal investigation.
I have single.
Axton, just so you know, those pincer appendages are kind of they're kind of brittle and they're hollow. It's like there's like a gelatinous Icarus muscle material on the inside of them, and when you were trying to hack away, a couple of them just kind of broke. So you're only able to get one of them.
I chopped one off. I chopped one off over here. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like you just kind of pick one up, and that's really all you walk away with.
Okay.
For investigation, as you chop away, you kind of see that there are these desiccated corpses of humanoids. It's very difficult to tell how old they are, what they looked like in a previous life. All their skin is like different shades of like gray, and but all of their belongings are intact. They're all wearing various leathers, and they've been sort of sapped of their moisture, so all of their armor is pretty much ruined, but they do have several pouches and such in their inventory. Where the hell is my phone? Oh. You do procure a total of 37 gold.
Add that to the party fund.
202 silver, and we'll just say another 35 silver in copper, and that way you don't have to differentiate too much. You also find an item in a silver silk pouch. It is a pair of very interesting looking crescent moon earrings.
Interesting.
They're about the size. The earrings themselves are about the size of an Ike dollar, of an Eisenhower dollar. Very circular curve to the crescent, and they glisten with an inner star field.
Yeah, they don't sound like they go with my motif.
They bring out your eyes.
I was looking for that's their eyes. He's got the tiara. Give him the earrings.
All right, I will pocket those in their silver lined case, whatever.
The pouch.
Pouch, whatever.
I have a single health potion, just a regular one that I'm going to take to the Marquis.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
Well, how bad is he looking?
He's got some pretty decent cuts and scrapes and bruises and slashes on him, and he also just looks terrible.
I'll go up to him and cast Cure Wounds second level.
I was gonna say, maybe
13.
save the potion. Maybe don't waste items.
Okay, guys, save your spell slots. I have lay on hands.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fine.
We have a walking potion right there. See?
And a dragon, apparently.
He's a
Yeah.
Dragon, I love that for you.
The Marquis, by the way, is loving this attention and people arguing over who to help him. He's like, yes. Who will help me? Will it be you? No, will it be you? Okay.
It's gonna be the dragon boss. I mean, come on. It's pretty
I give him
nice.
15 points.
Okay, so how much chopping away do we need to do more at this?
I mean, you're able to kind of hack away a passable passage through it. Like I said, it's about 15 feet long. It's kind of like chopping through heavy brush. You have to swat away several small bugs that kind of harass you. They're too small to be able to really do any damage. To the point where you see your passage lays open in front of you, and I would say Koza, having a crazy amount of dark vision distance, you can see about maybe 50 feet in front of you where the passage forked that you approached from the north when you entered this cavern. You all stand there kind of collecting yourselves, and you've all covered in webbing, wiping the webbing off your clothes and counting your loot, and just sort of staring at the passage ahead of you. The Marquis has his arm slung over Eothar's shoulder, and he just kind of looks at you and says, "Thank you all for your assistance. Now let's get out of here before the guards break through that barrier." And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
I think you know how to.
Before we end, once everybody's once we regroup and everybody's kind of, close to each other, I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
Hey,
Nice.
yeah, go ahead. We can
y'all
count
get-
those 2 points. Sure.
Y'all get 2d8 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is +3. So y'all
What's
get
the time it takes to cast that?
10 minutes. It's a ritual.
Okay, so I'll say that you've been preparing this while everyone's sort of tossed in the room.
Back to full.
Y'all can either add 14 or roll your own. I don't
Well,
care.
it's 14 plus your modifier, right?
Oh, so 17.
17.
Damn, that's good. That's a good spell.
Clerics, motherfucker.
I want to try to pickpocket Barynor for the earrings.
Okay.
Well, we can do that, later.
I'm like,
No.
no.
Now,
She wants them now.
Okay, so I need to.
you're going to roll sleight of hand, and he's going to roll perception.
Oh, 25.
Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Let
Rogues.
me make sure this is normal. Okay. Perception.
Yikes!
That silk couch is yours.
All right.
Thank you.
What happened? I think Yuno has a hard to pronounce spell to make us look better.
Yes, he does.
Prestidigitation.
All right, folks.
Wasn't there a rule
we
we couldn't?
Sorry, go ahead.
I said wasn't there a rule that you couldn't cast it unless you pronounced it?
Yeah, he's getting better at it. I'm not worried.
Okay.
But we'll take care of all that as your group is sort of huddled in this this passageway, looking at the hallway that you recognize as the entrance to this whole area. We are looking at the 3rd. I know, Ken, you said that you won't be here on the 3rd, correct?
Correct. We had said not in December because of everybody's schedules.
Yeah, we're looking at taking a break for a little while. The 3rd is we're getting into December. People are having getting closer to Christmas, so I think we'll take the 3rd off. The 17th is going to be a one-shot. All are invited. Hopefully people are able to make that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I left a few notes in the chat about what that's going to be about. And then obviously the 31st of November is no-go either. It's New Year's Eve. So it looks like our next match for our campaign is going to be the 14th of January.
It's so long.
It is. It's a long time. It's next year. And we're gonna see where the Marquis, what the Marquis has to say to you guys, as far as helping him out of this sticky situation that he was in. We'll see if Iyethara can return in person. If not, I'll talk to Steph about your wishes as to what you would like Iyethara to do moving forward. And obviously. I love her, by the way.
She's awesome.
Very good role.
She was very funny, very fun to play with. I hope she gets to return in person. That would be awesome. But we will obviously be in touch on the chat. Don't be a stranger. I love seeing your guys' memes. It really makes my day.
I've been trying to scale back.
I don't care. I love them. I don't care. You do you, man. No worries.
I'm usually really busy, so like by the time I have a chance to look at the memes, there's just like 40 things that I have to look at, so it takes me like 10 minutes.
Yeah, no doubt. So, okay, well, everybody, please enjoy your time off. If I don't see you on the 17th for our one-shot, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And just know that I really love you guys. I really have a great time when we get together, okay?
We do too.
All right.
I'm back at you, man.
Adios.
We'll see you later. Happy holidays.
Bye.
Feliz Navidad.
Happy Festivus.
Merry Yule, everybody.
Yes.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.